Oh my
Gassed up,
goodness.
shardy, said I need my farty.
Party.
To the party.
Party.
Yeah.
Am I was I in sync with you there, or was it delayed for you?
I think it was mostly in sync.
I wonder.
In sync. And then break out into an in sync song.
Oh, you
That was
can't
good.
see the in sync poster.
Oh, do you have an in sync poster up there?
I do. I would move it, but I don't want to reframe
No,
my
don't do that.
camera.
I've seen your
Sounds
setup.
horrible.
Do not move that rig, dude.
Yeah.
It would be impossible to get back into place.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Hey, how are you guys?
Welcome
Good
back,
morning.
shorties.
Good morning. It's an early one for us. I know
Yeah,
people
it
listening
is.
after won't realize why I'm saying good morning, but anyone hopping in stream right now is going.
I'll probably get
hang
this
on
out
a second.
today too. I'm
What's
just
going on
gonna
here?
rip
Oh.
this edit as soon
Rip
as we're done.
rip this out today.
Dude,
Rip it out. Why not?
why not?
Why not, Dookie?
Usually when we do it in the evening, like we're finishing by like 7 or 8, and I'm just like done. I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I'll export it, and then like I'm editing this tomorrow morning. But
100%.
this guy, hey, why not?
Hey, why not?
Get the export
You're a
going.
little-
The export takes so long. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What were
You're a
you
little
saying?
far over to like the left side of the
Am I?
screen. Can you just extend your mic a little bit more like towards you?
It doesn't go any further.
It does not go any further. Okay.
I think I can.
All right, so you just fucked us, is what you're saying. That's fine, man. No, it's fine. No, I
No,
don't
this
adjust
is-
anything. No, it's fine. It's cool that you just fucked us. No, podcast is ruined. It's totally fine, man. I don't give a fuck about it anyway.
Oh, I have a nice little. You want to just do some things that rip real quick?
Yeah.
Dude, you know what rips?
What's that?
You know what rips?
What's that?
This is generic, but this time of year with NBA and NHL playoffs on at the same exact time, it is such an awesome, underrated time of the sports year.
Dude, yesterday, nice Sunday. Honestly, my things that rip is just gonna have to be kind of tag team with that. Where
That's fine.
I have I've said this before, I think, but I have a TV right there.
Yeah.
And then I have this is my gaming like monitor as well. So like Sundays when I just want to chill, when I'm chill maxing hard as hell.
Yeah.
I hop on like FIFA, just middle of the day FIFA, snap a little half a bowl or something, just something light,
Something
something
crazy.
easy,
Yeah.
something easy. And I sit there, I just play FIFA, and I just have sports up on my TV over here.
That's
And
a good move.
I just kind of like watch.
And you're like,
And
oh,
I go back
wow.
and I just keep playing. Turn and watch. It's great. It's awesome, dude.
I like to do that
Bag of chips.
with like a little story game, that halftime. Maybe you can pause it. Things are getting a little crazy, or like you want to watch a sequence or something goes to commercial. You just kind of start like ripping a mission, and come back. They're shooting free throws. You're playing.
Yeah.
I'm playing Red Dead 2.
Story.
Dude.
Oh,
Red
great
Dead
game.
2 is like $15 on Xbox Marketplace.
Dude,
right now.
you know what? There's that might
never
be
played
something I download and tap back into. I played it with my dad. My dad
that's
and I
fun.
like the Red
That's
Dead.
cool.
That was like a father-son bonding thing we did. Is Assassin's Creed and Red Dead were like
Hell yeah.
our two games that we would hop on together.
That's sick.
And we would like play the story. We'd just take turns playing. Like we just kind of like one of us would have played for like 30 minutes and be like, all right, you can play for a little bit. We just kind of sit there and watch. One of it go grab a snack, chill on your
Hell
phone. while the
yeah.
other guy
That's
plays.
so sick.
It was sick.
I did that with my older brother a lot. I would watch him play like Assassin's Creed or like some of the old Batman games and stuff like that.
Yeah, I never played any of the hero games, but I've heard that Batman Arkham Asylum, I think
You would
is
like the
one that's,
Arkham
like really highly
Batman
rated.
games, yeah.
And then I heard the newest Spider-Man that's on PlayStation is like really sick actually because you can like sling web all around the city.
I've heard all of them are dope, but I don't have a PlayStation.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I have both actually. I got to tap in. I got to try that. I got to check out that Spider-Man game. But
not to interrupt us too much, but
please.
any second here, our special guest will be arriving.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Terrence Ross on the pod. Talk
Team
a little
Ross,
ball,
baby.
talk a little his career, talk a little NBA playoffs, talk a little bit of everything. And right on cue.
There he is.
Right on cue.
Great
Look
timing.
at that.
Wow,
Great.
great.
He's here.
What's up, fellas?
How we doing? How are you?
Doing
We're
great.
living large over here, man. Blessed and highly favored.
Oh yeah, I love to
Look
hear
at
it.
that. The streamer set up too. He's got look at
Yeah,
that resolution. Look at the pixels on Terrence. Wow.
yeah, man, it's my hobby.
Let's go.
Hell
I
yeah,
love it.
dude.
Yeah, you've been getting into the 2K world, right? That's been
Yeah, a little bit
He's
more
my
of
team
a
guy.
yeah, my team. Yeah, a little my
Are
team
you?
content
Okay.
here and there. So yeah, I've been on 2K
Yeah.
for years, but I've been streaming it a lot more in the last like 3 years maybe.
Yeah.
So
How's
yeah,
that
a little
going?
bit.
Are you enjoying the streaming?
I do, man. I'm still a huge basketball fan. Like I don't
Yeah.
actually hoop as much anymore. So like all the hooping I get is either from watching or playing 2K. So it's a
But, yeah.
perfect medium. So I get to kind of, flex my little basketball knowledge without actually having to like put my body through hell. And but yeah, bro, I've been loving it, bro. It's been great.
Sweet.
How do your joints just feel like infinitely better? Like
bro,
ever since you stopped playing?
it took a while, but yeah, it took a little bit to get back to neutral. My knees were like horrible at the end of my career, and then like I had a lower back issue, like I have a slip disc in my back.
Shout out lower back kings. That's me
it
as
is
well.
awful. Like, and if you know, like you know, so yeah, I was dealing with that a lot, and it still acts up every now and again, but like it's been, I mean, just moving around and walking around and just kind of being myself again, it feels so much better.
That's awesome.
That's what you guys get for being tall. That's how you level the playing field.
Facts. No, for sure.
I don't have any back issues. I'm 5'6".
Be thankful because it's
long
horrible.
enough. My spine's not long enough to like.
Hey, dog, you never know. You'll be playing. You'll get to that age when you're playing ball, everything's normal. You just turn the wrong way, and next you know, it's all locked up, and it's all downhill from there.
I didn't realize when I was younger, because I played Division III basketball, like tiny school, like literally. They'll make a movie about it in like a Friday Night Lights type deal, like Midwest tiny school, like gym of like 250 people. It's packed in there, But I tore my SI joint, like between the hip and the spine, and I was like, dude, like I'm young, like I'll get never the same, never the same, dude.
Bro. It sticks with you.
You gone
tore
forever.
Your SI joint, and you were like, "I'll be good." That's terrible.
I was young.
I was
young and in love with the game, man.
2 weeks, I'll be back to normal.
Yeah, I was out for 6 months, and
jeez, dude.
Luckily, I didn't fully. It was like hanging by a thread, but they were like, "Yeah, it's pretty much torn. Like you could do surgery or not do surgery. The timeline probably looks like somewhat similar." I was like, "Okay."
Oh my god,
sick.
Damn, dude.
Terrence, we're glad to have you here, dude.
Yeah,
we're stoked. First NBA player, like real person with sports experience we've had on the show. We've had like a lot of creators on and stuff. And I was like, dude, I think if I texted Terrence, he would come on.
For sure.
I was like, rip it. So we're pumped up.
Dude, I was super pumped to hear you were joining.
Yeah.
Me. Super excited.
But I know you've been playing a lot of 2K lately. I know you're a MyTeam guy, but I'm more of a rec guy myself. Okay. So I hate the game personally, if that gives you any.
Really?
Because I'm in the rec all the time.
Just let me guess. It's because of the amount of people with a Zen, or just at this point in the stage of the game.
Yeah.
It's almost too much. Like I used to play a lot of. That's what I started this year. I'm playing nothing but MyCareer, nothing but rec, threes, all that. But then I had an old ass PlayStation. I had to do a data transfer. For whatever reason, my team stuff transferred over, but not my actual builds that I've been grinding for like 4 or 5 months, bro.
No way, bro.
All of it's gone.
Dude.
I'm telling you, bro.
That would ruin my week.
And you know how it is, like when you get everything like how you want it, you get your escapes, your SIGs, everything,
all that
bro.
Shit, bro.
All the cap breakers. It didn't even transfer over the cap breakers, bro. Like when I went back, it put me back at an 85 bare bones.
That's brutal.
Dog. So I've been grinding to get it back a little bit, but it's just not the same, bro. Like I had like at least 3 or 4 builds that I was golden with, bro. Like I had all my cap breakers. I had like 15, 16 cap breakers.
Damn.
I mean, I had everything the way I wanted, and now it's just like I have to, just trying to do all that over again is such a grind that I'm
just turn you off to the game,
bro. It turned me off to the game, but in hindsight, it allowed me to kind of explore the game, and now I play a lot of MyTeam. I play a lot of Play Now.
Yeah,
I do a little bit of everything now, and I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite 2K of all time, and I've been playing 2K since they've been calling it, since Allen Iverson was on the cover and people can only play it on like Dreamcast. So I legit, I put a lot of hours in this. And besides, if they didn't have any cheaters, if it had any of the Zens or any of the like the lag switching, this would be the greatest 2K of all time, bro. It has the best feel between everything. And I just think the cheaters ruined it.
I've really enjoyed, because ever since like I kind of got out of the rec, me and my buddies will just load in and do like online franchise mode.
Yeah.
And just each take like an era or like, hey, I'm going to take the Bobcats in like 2011 and see if we can just bring them back. And we just do nothing but simulate. We'll play each other once a year and then we just sim.
And just sim.
It's fantastic.
And I promise, bro, and that's what the other thing too. Like so many people get locked in just to playing, let's just go to the rec. And that's all they do, that they don't realize there are a ton of different game modes. You can play My GM, franchise, different eras. Like I've been playing a little bit of that with my son. And I mean, I drafted myself to the Blazers from my hometown. And
that's so
it was dope.
That's
and it's crazy because we downloaded, and I kind of messed up because we downloaded my 2012 draft class, but we started in like 2011. So I ended up, drafting myself. And then the very next season, my draft comes up, and then I end up getting drafted again. So there's two of me in the game. So there's two of me running around in the league right now. So I'm just like, that's whatever. But like, at the same time, that's why the game is so dope,
two
bro.
Two Terrences out there.
Two Terrences is great.
You're born and raised Portland, right?
No, so I was born in Long Beach, California, and
great research.
My dad, he played essentially what is today's G League. So he played pro ball overseas. So we moved around a lot. So I ended up living in California, all over California. I moved a little bit to the Midwest. I grew up majority in Washington and then the Oregon border. So I lived in California for a bit, moved back to Washington. Yeah. And then that's where I grew up in Portland, Oregon. I went to middle school and high school out there for a little bit, and then I transferred to Montrose for a year.
Gotcha.
And then so
Connor's
I've been
a Cali guy.
all over the place, bro.
Yeah.
Cali,
what
part?
Connor, Terrence, Connor.
There you go.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, bro. I'm from Orange County originally.
Yeah, okay, nice.
So I live in LA now, but I'm from Orange County, so I'm familiar with Long Beach. And then my dad's side of the family all moved up to Oregon at some point. So my grandparents live in, I think, Lake Oswego.
Yeah, Kevin Love's area.
Yeah. Is he really?
Yeah.
That's right.
So he went to Lake Oswego High School.
Yeah, and then my other grandparents live in Roseburg, which is way out.
Yeah, in the birds and the sticks.
Yeah, way out there. But the only reason, by the way, Nick, I resent the comment about my research because I looked it up and Basketball Reference said he was born in Portland. So
hey, bro, nobody, but it's everybody, and it's funny because I went to school in Seattle. I went to University of Washington, so everybody assumes sometimes that I'm like a Seattle kid, and then I'm like, nah, I grew up in Portland, but I wasn't born in Portland. I just kind of went there from middle school and high school. So I was just all up and down the West Coast. So I don't think there's been anybody that's ever been spot on.
It's a good upbringing to have. The West Coast rules, man.
Oh, for sure.
I'm a West Coast elitist. I'm very pro.
Yeah,
the whole California coast,
Oregon, Washington, all of it.
All fantastic.
We did a draft of appetizers a few episodes ago. And Connor's just naming the most obscure shit. But this appetizer from this place, I'm like, fried mac and cheese bites.
That's what you get for being in the Northwest, bro. Everybody's so trying to eat healthy, clean, natural this and that. They're gonna tell you exactly where the fruit's from everywhere.
I went to LA recently. We played in this creator tournament thing. And he took me to all the places, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right." Because I made fun of him in the moment. I'm like, "Dude, the blah 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 from blah 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 can't be that good." And then I went there, and
it's good. Yeah, for sure. LA has all the best seats too, bro.
Yeah,
it's a good food city
for sure.
Do you have a slept on food city from all your time traveling in the NBA? Is there a city where, there's actually a couple of really good restaurants here? I'll give you while you're thinking about it. I'll give you my sort of Portland, Maine.
Really?
Loki had good food. Which you
what kind
assume.
of food? What is it? Seafood?
I had there was some Asian fusion cuisine stuff that was really good. I had this I don't know if you know what tom kha is.
No.
It's a coconut soup. It's
of course. That sounds like something
Southeast Asian coconut soup type of thing, And I had a tom kha noodle, almost like a ramen bowl thing that was really good. But there was a couple different restaurants in Portland, Maine that we were my girlfriend and I were like, this is weird that this is a good food city. It's way the hell out there.
Portland, Maine,
I thought you were gonna say Portland,
in Maine.
Portland, there's no Portland, Maine is a big city in the Northeast.
No, for sure. I think I've been to Portland maybe once in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember
it's a cool city
for food. Yeah.
Jeez,
it's a cool city. It's pretty tip of the
way up there. Super.
Yeah.
And
my girlfriend and I did a road trip through like New England during the fall.
That's
nice.
It's so pretty in the fall.
So it's cool.
But, for sure, Maine, Portland, Maine. Wow.
Yeah, as far as restaurants go, any place that like you're like, oh, when we go here, we're like when we play this team, I'm gonna get a bite to eat at this place. Anyone else can come to if they want.
Honestly, like I would say some of the cities that have like some of the best foods were probably like some of the most multiple diverse like cities. Like I would say like Toronto, New York, LA is another spot where you get a lot of different ethnicities, diversity. It's just so many different foods you can get from.
Yeah.
Like it's like for reference, like out here in Florida, like we have a lot of Latino food and there's like nothing really it's known for. But I feel like when you go to like New Orleans, you know you can get like really good soul food and it's always banging. Like no matter where you go, like I feel like you can go to a hole in the wall or you can just even stay at the hotel and you know you're gonna get some really good food. I was gonna say Portland, Oregon, because they have a lot of good, really, really good food trucks. And that's just me knowing that from growing up there. Like everybody knows that like you can go to any food truck like right downtown and you know it's gonna be some of the best like Mexican street food, whatever you want to get, it's down there. And I always remember like when I would go back home and we're staying at, in the little hotel downtown, I would just walk around and just go get something from the food trucks because I already knew it was like, it's going to be the best food that you can get anywhere around. So
the food trucks are sick.
Bro, I love them.
I've spent quite a bit of time in Oregon just because my family lives, like I have, close family that lives out there.
And when you see a food truck, pull up.
It's sick, dude. You literally just, it's exactly what I'm saying. Like you walk through the city, there's just food trucks everywhere. And like all of them are fire.
And they're good, bro. I promise you. It's like, this is the best thing to do is just walk around and just try different little spots. So, but yeah, bro, there's so many good places. And there's always a good restaurant in a city. You just have to like ask either teammates, coaches, staff, or whoever.
Yeah.
And then they'll give you some good spots. But I always felt like New York, LA, Toronto, they always had like the best eats across the board.
Hell yeah.
I can see that.
When you go to these other cities, do you tap in with guys that are like on the other team that like stay there, or is that kind of taboo
No, it's not even taboo unless like it's somebody you grew up with. I feel like there's those instances where like, guys have been teammates for a long time, they're gonna get together and go to dinner maybe sometimes. But I didn't really do that as much when I was playing.
Yeah.
Unless it was like one of my childhood friends. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go check in and kick it at their house, whatever. For the most part, like when I got to a city, bro, I was just like, I'm staying in the room until it's time to go to work. Like I'm about to go get a massage.
You're just
I'm about to go get something to eat, and I'm about to get back to the room and just go to sleep. Like it's so much time to kill that it's like, you end up being just kind of like, all right, I'm just chilling tonight, bro. I don't even know what else to do out here. Like I played 11 seasons. Like after season 4 or 5, I was like, bro, I'm not leaving my room now. Like I've been everywhere.
Yeah. Bring the box. Bring the PlayStation whenever you got.
Facts.
I do stand up, so I travel a lot for work too. Like I'm traveling for shows and stuff, and it's like it's really fun for a little bit, and then you just end up in kind of these like weird obscure cities in a weird obscure hotel, and you're just like, I don't think I even want to go outside.
I don't, bro. I'm telling you, I was the same way. Like after 6 seasons, I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'm not opening this hotel door until it's time to go to the game. Like I'm chilling. Bro. I'm in here.
I've been hearing a lot about the Memphis hotel situation.
Yeah.
Is it like they say it is, or is it like it's not that bad,
bro? It's so bland. Like, it's so bland. Like, I can't even, bro, there's nothing there.
La Quinta, how much better? How much worse? Or on par?
I would say the only thing that makes it probably a little bit better is that you can get some form of room service. And even
it's La Quinta plus room service.
I promise you, that's exactly what it is. Like, and it's convenient because it's right across the street. Bro, I don't think I've ever, out of the 11 seasons I played in the NBA, I think I might have left the hotel room in Memphis a total of maybe 2 times. 2 times. One of them was to go to Rudy Gay's house when he had everybody coming over. That was like right when I was playing.
Hell yeah.
And the second one was like, I think I might have been with the Suns. And I went to go out to eat with some of the guys, just like, I know there's good food out here. Let me go see. Yeah. Outside of those 2 times I didn't ever leave, bro. There was nothing to do. Like, and you always heard horror stories.
Project Pat.
Yeah, bro. That's what it felt like. You just always hear horror stories of fucking things happening to guys, and you're just like, I'm not leaving this hotel room. Like, and it's always bro. The 2 times, there was 2 times I've stayed in that hotel. Open my window because there's no hills or nothing. It's just flat land in Memphis. There's been 2 times exactly. I've opened my window and seen like a building in the distance, just like ablaze on fire. And it might have been the same building. I swear to God, bro. I opened the window and I'm like, there's fire trucks everywhere, just like rushing down the street. I'm like, wow. And I think for like just 20 minutes, I just like was just sitting out the window, just watching this building burn. I'm just like, this is insane. A year or 2 goes by, I do the same thing. Open, I'm like, oh my God, that building's back on fire. Trucks again. I'm just like, this is what Memphis is, bro. Nothing else is going on except
like a dystopia.
It's what it felt like. And it's just like, send this team back to Vancouver, please. I would have so much more fun. I would leave my room in Vancouver.
Send them to Nashville, bro.
Please, Nashville.
Yeah. But you see some young ladies with cowboy boots walking around instead of buildings on fire.
It's like the country Vegas, bro. Send it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Wow. Right.
That's my gosh. Man. All right. I got to ask you one more 2K question.
Of course.
Just because I'd kick myself if I didn't. But because you got the Terrence Ross with the basketball logo when you are in the rec.
Yeah.
Did you get like special treatment? Like, were people on their best behavior around you in the rec, or are they still just like, hey, I'm gonna run the one, and I'm gonna take like 30 shots a game. And just have no cautions.
Oh, bro, you already know how it is. Like, unless you go in there with your homies, people don't want to pass. But when I was going in there, and it's funny too because when I was still playing, it was an NBA logo. So like the NBA logo, people are just like, oh, I got him playing with a basketball player. Just give him the ball. It didn't matter if I made all my shots, missed all my shots, whatever. Like, I know I'm getting at least 20 up. Like, and they're not gonna care.
I heard you say that you're a big guy, like you usually run a big, right?
I do. I run like a Jalen Johnson type build, like 6. But he's more like 6'11" and can do just about everything. But
I got a 6'11" like that.
Yeah, and I have all the dirt like packages where like the escape dribble turnarounds, like side steps, all that stuff. So like it's my favorite. It was probably my favorite build ever. But yeah, when I got to the rec, bro, it was like people see the logo and they're instantly having faith in you. It's just give it to me. I can just put my hands up, pass it, and it's to me. But and there's times I play because they don't give you that logo until like maybe a couple weeks into the game. Just kind of gave everybody a chance.
Yeah.
So there's for maybe up until like a week and a half. Like it is a little rough trying to get into a game because people are not passing. So I was getting 5 to 10 shots to like, oh, logo's back. I'm going to the rec.
Yeah.
And I'm about to walk over to triple dub.
It's so funny. We had like a solid 4 that we would run with, and then we lost one of our 4 to FIFA.
Yeah.
When pro clubs came out, which I might have to hop on that. Yeah, Connor's a big pro clubs guy.
So sick.
I've heard it's like the best version of like an individual player like playing online, like that kind of thing, like what the rec is. But ever since then, like, dude, trying to go 3 and getting 2 randoms, like, no, give us 1 AI, bro.
Just give us 2 AI, bro. Honestly, and then you end up just like I give a dude one or two chances to prove that he's capable of just not, fucking up,
being a bonehead.
And so for that, I'm just like, all right, you get 1 or 2 chances through the half, and then we'll see what's going on. But for the most part, like, if I'm playing point forward, bro, I make the game so much easier just because I'm trying to just pass it, rebound, outlet, just do something quick, and then defense.
Yeah, I gotta ask. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say, I gotta ask. Was it crazy seeing yourself in 2K like for the first time, like earlier in in your career, like the first time you ever saw yourself in the game? Was it just like
surreal?
This is insane.
Nah, bro.
I grew up playing the game. Gonna ask. It's like, dude, like how sick was it? Like playing with yourself.
Because you know how it is. Like since you were a kid and you were playing any type of sports game, you know that you're going to create your own character. Even before they had like MyCareer, like that. Like when I was playing NBA Live 2005, I had to make myself and put myself in the game.
100%.
That's just what I guess kids our generations were doing. Mm-hmm. But when I finally got to like realize, like, oh damn, I'm in the game. Like, it was one of those things where it's just like I think I spent like maybe 2 hours just playing just learning what I was capable of doing, bro. Like, this is.
They gave me this dunk. Oh, shit.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, let me see what I can do because, like, I've always, boosted my stats to 99 overall for everything. But, like,
of course. Naturally.
Now it's like, oh, damn, there's people out there actually rating me. And it's like, that was kind of like, that's insane. Let me see where I'm at. And I've always been between like a 71 and like an 80. So I was just like,
prime Terrence, they had to give you at least 80.
Bro, I never. It's always a 79. I know how
really?
they'll change the ratings during the season. I think I got to like 81 and then it had like 2 bad games and boop, back down to like a 78. And I was just like, come on, bro.
Damn.
And so my whole career, they always gave me the 2 things I needed to do most was be able to shoot and dunk. So like, if you know how to play the game, you can utilize me at any point. And so it was very similar.
You, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody did. Especially back in the early 2Ks when it was like you could go off for 50 with a Jeremy Lamb or a T. Ross or a Gerald Green.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to run with Orlando too. Dude, I think this was after your time there. I think this was actually no, you might have been in Orlando still, but like the Markelle Fultz magic. You ever play with Markelle?
Yeah, I was there for a few years. Yeah.
Dude, that team with like him, you, Evan Fournier, I think Mo Bamba was on the squad still.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to work people, and it was just like Markelle ball of like, that's accidental basketball. Markelle would get the first domino to fall because he was quick as shit.
Yeah, he's athletic and he has size, and most people are like, he can get around smaller guards, and then you know how 2K is. If you can dunk, they're going to let you dunk.
Oh, yeah, it's going to let you
can get to the
meter on anyone.
Mo Bamba with the long arms, and then his ability to shoot threes and block.
Too. 5 out.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, all I need you to do is block shots, rebound, and then the occasional, like, spot up. And then, you can utilize any team.
Yeah.
Oh, who's speaking of like kind of like I guess you'd call them like underrated players or like utilize it. Who's a guy in real life that like could really bust people's ass, like could really get buckets, but like never really got their flowers, if that makes sense. Like a guy that in practice, like the famous one now is always people like Cam Reddish. There's like the clip of Cam Reddish like cooking everybody in ones.
Oh, or like someone talking about like tightest handle I've ever seen, Jamal Tinsley. Like,
No, bro. I actually have a insane story. You guys probably won't even believe me.
I promise.
So I already believe you, Terrence.
Yeah. So my rookie year, my second year, I got to play with Chuck Hayes. You guys remember Chuck Hayes? And he had that.
Yes. Yeah. The jumper. Yeah.
And he couldn't like shoot free throws. Right. It was a thing. So. My first 2 years with the Raptors, they would make the younger guys stay out to practice and play threes, get your reps and doing that other stuff. And it would be some of the older players that, weren't playing as much and kind of like, on their last leg or whatever. So it was Chuck that was playing. There was a group of us that played threes, right? And we would play at the sideways half court. So it would just be like, just up and down real quick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it would be on one team, it was me, James Johnson, and I forget, it might have been like a younger dude like Julian Stone or like the White Bike, somebody like that, versus Landry Fields, Michael Petrus, and Chuck Hayes, right? No, not Michael Petrus, Pat Patterson and Chuck Hayes.
Shooter too.
Pat Patterson, what a name.
Bro, Chuck Hayes, I don't know what it was like playing MyTeam for real. It was like playing with a dark matter Chuck Hayes card. He would just flip a switch and would play point guard, bro, and then would be like bringing the ball up like 15 feet and then just bucket.
Chuck Hayes.
There'd be times where it would be like, all right, 1st to 7, and he would score like 7 straight. Chuck Hayes, the dude that was a post player, nothing else. He would all of a sudden just learn how to shoot. So it would be these really intense battles between me, Chuck Hayes, and Landry Fields. And Landry was like a really good player when he was just coming off from New York, where he was like, the second round like sneak.
Yeah.
So he was like a big dude my size and was really good defensively. So it was like a good matchup for me to go against. And so I would be giving them work, but like, bro, Chuck Hayes would shoot threes, he would shoot step backs, turnarounds, and he would always be fooled by the first 2 shots because you're like, bro, I know you can't shoot. Just shoot it. You're wide open.
Ass jumper.
Buckets. And then you'd be like, all right, you're not going to do it again. Buckets. And so now you're trying to like play on him and you're trying to get up into him and he's like dribbling, spin, step back. But I'm like, where is this guy? Like, why don't you do? Why is this not how you play in the actual game? And he was like, you know how it is. It's 3-on-3.
You got to play role,
and
baby.
I'm just blunt. But yeah, Chuck Hayes, bro, one of the craziest dudes I've ever seen go from like a dude that's just a complete role player to when he gets into these 3-on-3s, just playing ball.
Cooking
he turned into LeBron James, and I just didn't understand what I was seeing. I always told people nobody would ever believe me.
That's
that
so
Chuck Hayes can shoot.
It's also so like that's such a trope in like pickup basketball to have like the old guy with the weird ass jumper is just lighting up everybody.
And that's exactly Nick, what it is, bro.
We had when Nick flew out here for the Internet All-Star tournament that we put on, we were playing like a creator tournament, and before the tournament, Nick and I went to go play some 3-on-3 just to like kind of get acquainted with each other because we'd never like met each other in person. We'd never, done this. And so we never hooped together. So we were getting some threes, and it was perfect. Pulled up to the park, couple dudes just shooting around. They're like, "You guys want to play?" And we were like, "Yeah, that sounds great." Mm-hmm. And one of the guys was probably in his 50s. I would say
probably in his 50s.
And
5'7".
Yeah.
Unsuspecting.
He did not miss. A jumper.
Release
didn't do anything.
Here,
release was
just here, bro.
Slingshot,
spin, knuckleball, nothing.
Yeah. And he's probably been shooting like that long. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you pull it back and wait for you to jump, wait for you to land, and just hold it there and then shoot it.
Yeah,
and
it was insane.
He didn't miss.
It didn't matter. It didn't matter what defense he played.
It
was hand in the mouth. Yeah, you had to like literally get a piece. I was fouling him.
Yeah.
He was like 50-something years old, could barely do anything other than shoot the three.
No, for sure.
I was fouling him while he was shooting threes because you were closing out that hard.
That dude has probably been shooting like that longer than you guys have been alive.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing like the finished product of this atrocious form.
30 years
of just slinging it, bro. His arms can only go that way. You probably can't even do anything else. And it was just cash. Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
It was very funny. It was just such a classic. That is a forever basketball trope. That just always seems to happen. So wait, when Chuck was lighting y'all up, did he have the hitch?
Yes. Yes. It wasn't like all of a sudden now his arms work. It was like something was still off. Because it was like that, you're like, you can't make a shot that way.
Yeah.
And
that's so interesting.
Swishing the shots. I'll never forget, bro. I'll never forget the time. Because I asked him, I was like, but Chuck, what the hell? Like, how are you doing this?
Yeah.
And he just played it off so casually, like, that's just kind of what I do. And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I remember the next day, I'm on my phone. He's walking into the locker room, and I'm playing that video of him shooting a free throw line or shooting a free throw. Was it in Denver? They were playing somebody. I just remember the whole thing. I'm like, Chuck, how the hell are you doing this? And he just started laughing. So I was just like, all right, bro. But yeah, Chuck Hayes is one of the craziest hoopers I've ever had a chance to get busted by.
He's just from that.
That's great.
I feel like the more we progress into basketball, the specialist is just kind of disappearing. The only specialist that really exists now is like shooting. Like the only thing you can just be like only do one thing in the NBA right now is be a shooter.
Yeah.
Even no more rebounding, just defensive specialists. Like Tony Allen doesn't exist today. Go ahead, Connor.
Well, I was going to say even like the shooting specialist has to learn. Like Duncan Robinson was like a guy that was deep down the bench until he kind of figured out like how to go off the dribble a little bit and attack closeouts.
Yeah, he's gotten way better at that, even just in Detroit.
Totally,
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Now in Detroit, he's got like a little bit more to his game, but like even just the sniper build,
it's tough.
Like
it's just
it's really tough if you're only allowed to stand and shoot. It's really tough because the amount of space that guys can cover to get to you. You really have like if you're I strictly can't do anything else except shoot. You have to shoot at least like a 50% to even justify you being out there because you're not going to miss. But if you are not shooting that, it's like, bro, you have to add just a little bit more to get yourself that space because without it, you can't play in this league.
I wanted to ask you kind of along that lines, like, because you were the type of guy that like you could fill it up.
Yeah.
But at certain points in your career, you were asked to just play more of a role. Like how hard was that? Being the kind of guy that you're like, I know I can go for 50. But like right now I'm being asked to stand in the corner and be ready to shoot. Like how hard was that to because I'm sure some nights they were like, hey, like blah, blah, blah. Like this is a situation you're going to have to fill it up and you got to just be ready to do that.
I mean, no, for sure. I would say even like my earlier days in Toronto, like it wasn't that I couldn't do a lot of that stuff that I was doing in Orlando. It's just I wasn't working on that as much as I was in Toronto. Like, yeah, my role in Toronto was more like, I remember, I'll never forget. Dwayne Casey started giving people at the beginning of the year, like these little cards with your role on them.
Job description.
So everybody's sitting in the locker room and he would say it in front of everybody. He would give you your cards one by one and read it out in front of everybody. So for me, it was, Ross, you're a defensive specialist, a 3-day player, and an opportunistic 3-point shooter. And I was like, opportunistic 3-point shooter. And so for me, that already put the stigma in my head. It's like, all right, I'm not allowed to do this and that. But I wish I kind of would just like ignored it, because once I got to Orlando, I started to expand my game a lot more, just because the team was like, we kind of need you to do more. We kind of requiring a lot more here of you than Toronto. So that kind of pushed me to like expand my game. So I started doing a lot more stuff off the dribble, trying to handle the ball and pick and rolls. Kind of when I come off screens and if I don't have my shot, it wasn't like, all right, just got to get off of it. It was more like, all right, what's the second option out of this? Like, can I put it on the floor and attack and drive, or can I get the big to come out, 2-man game or whatever it may be? So I think once my games started to expand more in Orlando, I was just capable and able to do a lot more. I felt like I had all my scoring outbursts. Like in Toronto, I've never scored 30. I've only had that 50-point game. But in Orlando, I've had multiple 30-point games and never got back to 50. So it was just like one of those weird things where it's just kind of like I had the tools to do more, but they weren't letting me kind of push the envelope. But when I got to Orlando, I kind of got to explore my toolbox a lot more. And it did help me do a lot more. I got to play off the dribble. I started shooting a lot more twos. And just playing from a lot more like 3 levels more so than just like the 3 and D. I was in Orlando or in Toronto, so it was just kind of that thing. Pushed.
Going from Toronto to Orlando, like you did become a true 3-level scorer in Orlando, and in Toronto, you were kind of just like high flyer, transition, like you said, opportunistic from the 3-point line, but not necessarily hunting it as much. But later in your career, like, I mean, you were on the scouting report, dude. Like,
for sure.
They had to, because Terrence was capable of, like you said, giving you 30 on any given night.
Yeah, but there's also too though. Like I was playing with DeMar, Kyle. Like there was not a lot of shots back there.
Ball.
Yeah, and we had like Jonas, and it was just kind of like, damn, bro. Like it was
right.
Not,
that was early JV.
Yeah,
bro.
JV.
They had JV. Yeah. We had Lou at one point, Lou Williams. So it was just like they were just so spread thin that I was kind of like, all right, the only thing I can get is maybe when everybody's off and I've scored 4 in a row, they're gonna run plays for me, but they're not going to start the game saying, all right, we need to run this for us. We need to get him going. Like, it was none of that. Like, if I proved that I hit 2 or 3 threes in the first half, like, they might put me on, the playlist. But for the most part, bro, it was just kind of drowned out at that moment.
Well, and that's why I think the expansion is like attractive, I think, in the NBA, because it does seem like there's so many teams that are so deep with talent that doesn't see the floor.
For sure.
I'm curious what your thoughts are as someone who played. Obviously, like, are you pro expansion? Like, do you like the idea that you add more teams, more guys get more opportunities?
Yeah.
And, like, do you kind of wish maybe there was like more teams out there so you had more opportunity when you were coming up?
Absolutely.
Early days?
I mean, I think that with the expansion, it would help because then it wouldn't be so like you wouldn't have. It would be a lot more even when it comes to the players, especially when it comes to pay, when it comes to guys getting more opportunities. And then just like for me personally as a player looking at it, it would help with the travel too, because then if you add 2 more teams, then you can like move, Memphis to the east. You can move what's the other team in the east?
Minnesota, I think.
Minnesota, you could probably move that because it's like, bro, some of the travel.
Minnesota's in the east.
Bro, it's insane. Like I don't understand.
Well, it is over that direct. Like you don't realize it until you look up Minnesota on the map, but it is actually pretty far over the other side.
For sure, because think about it. Like who's in their conference? Like maybe Portland. Think about that's a 3-hour flight. Like you could be on a back-to-back and playing in Portland one night and then having to get on the plane that night to go all the way to Minnesota. It just kind of it's kind of messed up, bro. Like there's even been times I've been in, we've been on a West Coast trip where we're leaving from Orlando, have to go to where do we go? I think we went to Denver, and then had to go from Denver to New Orleans, and from New Orleans back to Utah. So I was just like, brother, it was like stuff like that. I know from a player standpoint, like guys love the expansion too. And there's also, to me, better cities that we could be playing in besides like Memphis, and I know there's probably a couple other cities out there are just kind of like dead at this point. Like maybe even not Charlotte, but like there's a couple teams that could probably use a city more so than what we have now. But
I lived in Charlotte for a bit. I feel like people want the Hornets to be good. It's just they've been dysfunctional.
For sure.
But that's why this season was really exciting.
Yeah.
I like
you can tell. They start having sold out arenas towards like after All-Star. So it was like
buzzing, baby.
Yeah, bro. And I remember you used to go to Charlotte, and it felt like a consolation AAU game, bro, at 9:00 in the morning. Like you would go in there, you could hear the basketballs bouncing on like warm-ups. I'm just like, this place is dead, bro. You had to bring your own energy. It was just not a fun place to play. But I mean, it goes back. If your team is winning, that city is going to turn out and support, but you just got to give them a chance or give them a reason to at least.
What was the most fun place to play? Like, what was the place you turned up and you were like, this is sick? Like, the crowd's a lot. You can't hear the ball bouncing. You got both gardens. So TD and Madison Square. Like, when those teams were good, it's hard to play. Philly they're
gotta love it.
Animals, bro. They're insane. Like the fans really they love to talk their shit.
I got some buddies from Philly, and I've heard some stories that just blew my mind.
Yeah,
absolutely blew my mind.
They're all. But to their credit, they're a championship city, so they have a level of expectation.
Yeah.
So it's like they'll hold you to the flame. But those teams, LA was always special to me just because it was just a childhood team that I loved.
Oh, dude, what about Oracle? Like prime, like Curry
Oracle
era.
was because I got to play in Oracle against like Katie and Steph and Clay and all them, and it was
so sick.
It was so loud, bro. To me, the closest way you could describe Oracle was like a slightly bigger Madison Square Garden. It had the same feel, the same way they had like the same roof, where like the roof isn't like just this big arena top. It's just kind of like a flat. You feel like you're in the inside of like a piano almost, where everything like reverberates off the top. I promise you, and it's so close that you feel like you could throw a baseball to the ceiling. It's up there,
wow,
bro.
Really?
It just you feel like everything is
bounce
on top of you, bro. So that's why it feels deafening in there, and you couldn't like. There's been times where we're up 15 at half playing the Warriors and Oracle, and we're like, okay, we're good. We got everything under control. Just keep playing sound basketball, and then they'll cut that 15-point deficit in one quarter, all from threes, and you literally you can feel like it feels like the crowd's in your head like cheering, bro. You just can't think, you can't hear. It's horrible. So that place was like a nightmare.
It's what just happened to the Clippers. Is they went into the half up, and nobody watching that game was like, Clippers are safe. They're good. They won this.
No,
everybody watching that game was like, this game is going to turn around any moment here. And then
as long as you have Steph, bro, because he can shoot. So, like his ability to get a lot of threes out is insane. Not to just make them, but to shoot threes, because we're so concerned when he shoots threes that like everybody feels like I did something wrong or I didn't play my coverage, because that's our whole game plan. Don't let him get the game plan. So it's like when he does that, bro, it's like, God damn, like you feel like
demoralizing.
It really hurts. And then 3 later, you're just like, that's 9 points, and it's a whole nother game. It's a whole nother game.
His specialty is you have Kobe's thing was like the Mamba mentality, right? Like guys have the greatest. Right. The greatest guys have like this thing that they're kind of known for. If Steph was known, like his unique trait is just this guy that's like kind of smiling his way through like being the most demoralizing player ever.
It's insane.
And, like, I don't know that any player in NBA history has galvanized crowds the way that Steph does. Like his ability to get crowds into the game is maybe the greatest in NBA history. Because even away fans, you'll watch an away game
for sure
where Steph is cooking
every time he throws something up.
The crowd is like in awe of his talent. Like it's incredible.
It's like the equivalent of like LeBron dunking on somebody with like in crunch time. But it's 3 after 3 after, and then like every 3 is like, surely he can't get this off. Surely he won't make it. And then it's like another one and another one. And you're just like,
and it's in the air for so long, too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like he's leaning, throwing it, or he's dribbling, and then all of a sudden he takes a massive step back, or he's just like, he's running full speed, passes it, gets it back, shoots it. And it's just like, it's frustrating because that's not how we are taught to play basketball. And he's so good at that it's like, there's no answer for it.
He had that play in that Clippers play-in game where he dribbles past Draymond and then stops in his tracks and throws an around the back pass to Draymond and then cuts back. So it's at the top. Yeah. It's at the top of the 3-point line, and it was the way he like changed directions and threw an around the back pass at the same time.
It's like
turns around. Yeah. It literally was, and then turns around, gets the DHO from Draymond. It gets like a handoff basically, and then he takes one dribble and steps back like 20 feet.
Dog, I have a screenshot on my phone of the space between him and Brook Lopez because everybody's like, "Oh, it was a contested shot." I'm like, "Brother,
no, it fucking wasn't."
You can drive a car through that gap, and I know it's like, oh, for any other shooter that would be an impossible shot, but because it's for him, it might as well be a layup. So if he's 10 feet away from you, bro, and it's like, what can you do?
Yeah.
Was he maybe like the toughest guard for, or like who was your toughest cover in the league? He's got to be up there. I mean, I don't know how much you saw him like one-on-one, but
probably guarding KD.
Yeah, I didn't have to. Thank God, Steph was always like the point guard matchup, and people switch on to him a lot to try to like kind of just avoid him getting the ball.
Yeah.
But my toughest matchup, I would say, would be like KD was tough. James Harden was tough.
Oh, I can't imagine. I can't.
Yeah, 2018, James Harden was like
averaging 41.
Yeah, because he's a point guard and he's 6'6", and he's, people don't even know, like James is freakishly strong. Like he's like a football player strong. Like you would think like he's like a middle linebacker or something.
Body.
Yeah, bro.
He's built.
Strong upper body too. Like he just doesn't look it. He's just like a husky dude, but he's like football strength almost. So like his ability to like hit you and then keep you on his back, and it's just like, because it's such a hand game, because he's dribbling with one, he's keeping you with one, and then he can either step back or do whatever. But James is tough. Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Clay.
Melo had to be demoralizing of just like,
Melo.
He catches at like 18 feet and then jabs 4 times,
and it's just like
4 times.
And everything's quick and like real. Yeah, it's quick, it's compact, and then when he wants to get physical, he can. So you just never know. Luka was tough. Bro, I swear to God, like I played against so many dudes. There's
really
never,
did.
I always get asked,
especially
like,
when you're
who's
a
that
forward.
one guy?
Yeah,
the wing position is the most saturated position in basketball. So you get everybody, bro. Jimmy Butler was a tough guard. I
bet that's tough because like it's not like he's shaking you. Like Jimmy's just kind of meat and potatoes. Like a lot of straight line drives, getting to 2 feet.
There was one game we were playing. He was in Chicago. We played him in Toronto. He had 2 points in the first half and ended the game with 45. So it's like you just never know who's going to be a worse nightmare.
Yeah.
On any given day. Yeah. Like you just never know who's bringing it. Like I've seen Kyrie drop 60. I've seen James drop a 60-point triple-double. KD's had multiple 50 games. Like Devin Booker. You just take your pick, bro. Like any dude can randomly just ruin your night.
You probably played in maybe the
toughest era,
the
like
greatest era so far in terms of like guys who could like get a bucket one-on-one.
Oh, easily. Easily, bro.
The era you played through is like literally we're talking like having the peak Steph with peak KD and peak James Harden, and you have kind of like, later career, but still getting buckets, Melo and Kobe. Like
Kobe for sure, bro. I got to play against
crazy, bro.
I got drafted on the second championship of the Heat's like big three, so I got to play against like D-Wade, the Bron team. I got to play against them.
Yeah, you saw everybody, bro.
then the Warriors came along, and then LeBron's whole tenure in Cleveland after he came back for like 10 years was just like a finals run.
Wow.
It was an insane time. It's crazy because I grew up watching so many of the guys I got to play against, and then I got to like see Kobe right before he tore the end of his prime. I got to see before he got the Achilles injury.
Yeah.
So I got to see some really great moments, but Yeah, dog. I mean, there's never just one dude you can point to be like, he was hell. He was a guy. The only one player I wish I could have played against was Wemby. But outside of that, like, I pretty much
he's
everybody.
Unreal. He does stuff that breaks my brain on a nightly basis, dude.
Insane.
Like, even just last night, like,
insane.
Dude, you know what the craziest thing to me is about Wemby? Is I've never seen someone that big get that low when they dribble. His shoulders are 3 feet in front of his hips when he gets downhill, and he's 7'5". It blows my mind.
His ability to handle, oh my God.
That
doesn't make sense.
Obviously, he did some crazy stuff last night, but I wanted to say you had 50 in Toronto, right?
Yeah.
You had 50 back when it was like tough to get 50, and now I feel like people go for 50 pretty often. Does that kind of piss you
Once
off?
a week.
Are you like no, I did it back in my day. It was tough to get 50.
No, I mean it was cool, but nah, bro. I mean, because now I think it just like proves the point that like basketball players, the evolution of the game is going so fast, and it's so much further than it was when I grew up. Like the game I watched and idolized, like 90s basketball, looks like rec nonsense compared to like how guys are playing now, and
I'm glad you have.
It's just how the games. I mean, I love 90s basketball. I love the nostalgia of it and everything. But I just
different now.
What team out here can run a triangle offense and not be the worst team in the NBA? Like it just the way they play is it's a different game. Like I have more career threes than Larry Bird. That doesn't make me better than Larry Bird. But it just lets you know the direction of the game. So like to me it's a great time to watch because it's like where could this go? Like how can it get any better or any like different than what we're watching now? But I don't know. It's insane, bro.
Wow.
I'm not even saying this because I agree with you. I'm not even saying this is like
shout
someone
out Malachi
who's
Flynn,
trying
by
to.
the way. That's all I wanted to do.
Right?
What's that?
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out Malachi
Flynn would be. He would be one of the best players to ever play back in the 90s. For sure. Easy.
Bro. Peyton Pritchard is MVP.
Think about
easy.
Easy. And I'm not saying this to like, you know, in a sense of like I'm jaded and I'm just trying to be nostalgic about it. But I do think you played during, in my opinion, what is the best era of basketball we've seen.
For sure.
To me, there is a part of like where we're headed that feels a little bit, and it's not even so much the play style, but more so like tanking, the way tanking has gone. Yeah. And like this season is, I think we had the most 50+ lost teams in the league of any year in NBA history. And so there is a certain form of like, I get what you're saying. Like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, you can still respect the 90s and be like, but the game is evolving, and it is. But I do kind of miss a little bit of the like, a little bit of a slower pace, watching the Lakers run the triangle offense.
Some identity. Teams had more team identity. And it kind of feels like everyone's arriving at the same answer in terms of how you play the game. I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
That's literally what it is. Like Daryl Morey, once he got the whole analytics thing involved, it showed what the best way to score is. Like I remember because when I got drafted, it was 2012. And I want to say 2012, 2013, 2014 is right when the NBA transitioned from having 2 bigs in the paint to having 5 out, from having, guys that can't shoot but can set screens and do dirty work to like, you can't be out there if you can't be a reliable shooter. Yeah. So I felt like I lived through a transition of the NBA because, I mean, back in the day, you remember like the Utah Jazz, like such an obscure team, but like they had Paul Millsap and Al Jefferson in the post. Pau Gasol, Zach Randolph in the post. Kendrick Perkins, Kevin Garnett in the post. Like they're both big men on both sides. Now there's none of that. Like everybody has to be able to play. You can have one big dude out there if he's like a specialist like Gobert at playing defense or changing shots. But if he can't do that, he has to learn how to incorporate the 3. That's where you see like the Robert Williams of the world being able to shoot threes. Jonas Valanciunas being able to shoot threes. These were old school big men.
Ball, that was the biggest jump scare of just like turning on a Pals game one day and just seeing him like launching from 30.
Yeah, it's Jonas.
Valanciunas?
Bro, and I remember because I played, JV was who I got drafted with.
Yeah.
He could only pump fake and go right. And somewhere towards like middle of my career, I saw him like expanding the 3. I'm like, what the hell? Like it looked like just like a catapult three. But now it's
pretty.
Like, it's not pretty, but it's effective enough to keep people out
Honest,
of the paint to like respect it. So like that's where the game's at. And if you can't do that, it's like you're not going to have a really long career. Because like how many guys can play like Dennis Rodman and that's all they do, and then be on a team that wins championships? And like it doesn't happen. There's only one of those guys per 25 years, and Draymond Green is still in the NBA. So it's like
right.
They can't have that type of guy in the NBA anymore. So it's just how it goes.
Yeah. Even like the Thompson twins they added like their facilitators.
Yeah.
Like they had to add a different player to the
If
game.
you can't shoot, you have to be able to do just about everything else.
Yeah.
Like that's the way it is.
Yeah. And
go ahead.
No, but that's how it goes. I mean, because that's the Ben Simmons, but at the same time, what stands out for him is he's 6'10", and the Thompson twins are both freakishly athletic. So it's like as long as you have that, you're going to be able to be useful. But until you get the three ball, you won't really be safe. You won't really just be like the guy that people are going to go with.
Your ceiling is capped on like what even with Giannis,
what your team can do with you out there, like is just kind of capped when you can't shoot the ball. You can't be effective without the ball in your hands.
You're the liability at some point. Like it's going to get to the point, like always in playoffs. Like you know how it goes. Like at some point, plays start to go out the window. Who can go out there and get a bucket? Like that's what really it all comes down to. And if we know that there's a guy on there that can't shoot, that plays big minutes, we're gonna be in the paint and we're gonna make him beat us with the shot, and that's a tough way to play.
Yeah, that's what. I feel like that's what forced Giddey out of OKC. They're like, we just simply can't have this in the playoffs because after they lost to the Mavs in 2024, they're like, what do we need? Okay, we got killed on the glass, so let's go get iHeart. And Giddey, like, we cannot have a guy standing alone by himself in the corner and not being able to shoot the ball. But so I'm curious, and I guess this kind of goes along with coaches and the way the game is going. What coach do you feel like kind of unlocked? Because I know you talked a little bit about it in Orlando, but what coach like unlocked the best version of Terrence for you? Like, who was your favorite guy you played for? Maybe that's two different dudes.
You guys probably I could give you all the coaches I played for. I could guarantee you guys probably want to say it. You pick the one, but I would say Steve Clifford. Steve Clifford was my guy, my favorite coach, simply because he was the first coach like actually like believe in me, give me the keys to the offense, and be like, we need you to do this. Like, I'm going to draw plays for you if you make the shot or if you miss the shot. But I need you to go out there and like kind of, do your thing. And I think that helped me because like the year he got hired was like my contract year, and I was coming off of an injury. So I had stayed in Orlando that whole year, just rehabbing, playing ball, trying to get back onto the court. So when the season ended, I was still there, still rehabbing. And I was like the only person, back in the gym working out every day. And so I think when he got hired, he was in his office all the time. And he's watching me work out, do my drills, do everything. And I think he started to incorporate like how we could, like the play style of how we were going to play when I'm out on the court. And he would come down there and he would talk to me, in the middle of my workouts. He'd be like, hey, like, do you like going this way? Do you like doing this? Like, let me know like, what you're working on, da-da-da. And so when it came time to like go into the season, all the plays and all the looks I'm getting is just like stuff that I've been working on, stuff I was comfortable with. So I think that's why I had such a crazy jump from like the previous year to that year. And I'm shooting off the dribble and I'm shooting threes, and he was just kind of putting me in the positions to win. And I think that kind of set me up and gave me the confidence to be like, all right, I know how to go out there and find my spots on the court, how to get buckets. And that kind of helped me grow into like that version of me after pretty much I got to Orlando. So Steve Clifford was definitely the guy that kind of helped unlock all that for me.
Yeah,
shout out Steve.
Yeah, right. Steve's my dude, bro. He's a good dude.
Was there like a vet in the locker room that like when you were kind of a younger player that was like a good mentor? Like is there a guy that you kind of point to as like a player as well, like outside of just coaching that helped you a lot?
No, yeah. Especially my early days, like I would say DeMar and Kyle were like the dudes I looked up to and the guys that kind of helped me understand what the league is. Because and it's funny because like having a successful career in the NBA is 50% of your work and how much you put in, but also it's the other bigger thing is like the team you get drafted to, the situation you get drafted to, the guys you have in your locker room. Because like, you know, if I was, you know, susceptible to be like on a team with like a James Harden and guys that are going out and get up and shit, like, and still going out there and perform. But like, if I'm not at that level, you can get lost into that way of life and thinking this is just how the league goes and just have a misconception of, you know, what it takes to be successful. So I got really lucky and blessed to be with those dudes. And like, I mean, when I got drafted, bro, I was living in Santa Monica. I was packing my stuff up, being ready to go to Toronto. And then, I mean, as soon as I got drafted, DeMar, I was living in LA, and DeMar, you know, is a big Compton dude. So every day he's hitting me up like, yo, I'm about to come pick you up. We have to go work out. So my whole, like, first couple of weeks before I got to Toronto, like, I'm living in Southern California, just going to go work out with Debo, and I think it was like Ed Davis. We would go do a lift, a workout. We'd go play with the other pros at the Clipper facility. Davis, yeah, right. They were tight back in the day before Kyle came along. Yeah, right. Yeah. And so I was with him a lot. And you know, when I got to Toronto, we had just signed Kyle Lowry. So Kyle was like my guy. He was like my vet. We lived in the same building. I was, you know, going up to his house every day to, you know, watch TV, get food, whatever. And then I was just with him a lot. We had the same type of personality. He was a goofy dude, funny guy. So I kind of gravitated towards him. And, you know, he had a great work ethic. I mean, just a really tough worker, that Philly mindset. So I think they helped me kind of get my footing right, you know, when it came into the league and what it was about and how to be successful. So I think without them, I don't know. I'm sure my career would be a little bit different.
I'm curious. Go ahead. I'm curious. Does you know, this is a weird question. Does Kyle see the big booty stuff online?
Oh, I'm sure he does, bro. I'm sure he does. You want to know why? It's because me and Kyle have always been close. But I remember there was one time, I think right when he got to Philly and people were, you know, fucking with him with his weight and stuff. He turned all of his Instagram story things off. So now I can't reply to him and shit. I'm like, I know he's probably getting hell from left, right, and center about the weight. But I was like, that's Kyle, bro.
You picked the sport where social media is the craziest. Oh, NBA, Twitter, all this shit, bro.
NBA discourse is wild.
It's the Photoshop of Kyle with the jean shorts on in the yams. That is one of the craziest pictures I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't imagine being a grown man and someone doing that to me.
I wish I was on his team when that photo was a thing because, like, somebody, whether it was me, exactly, bro. We would put that right on the blackboard. We would put it right in his locker. Like, he would have known about it, like, for sure.
Oh,
for sure.
How
but
much,
he had that
how
type
much
of
do you guys? How much do like the NBA locker rooms like? See the like is it pretty apparent what's going on social media?
Yeah, I mean, Teague talks about it a lot about like what Paul George talking about. I got to have that shot, and then like CJ Miles leaning over and showing him the edit of the Gatorade commercial.
The same way you guys consume it is the same way we consume it, if not more.
So
like
funny.
You think about how much time we have to kill. We're in hotel rooms, chilling, on the road, on the buses, planes, like scrolling, bro. If I see something about my teammate, they're gonna be the first to know. I'm like, yo, and I will tell you to your face on the bus, anything. I'm gonna send this to everybody. Like that's just how the culture of the locker rooms.
Shout out PG. My buddy made a PG build, and anytime he would just take a stupid ass shot, one of us would just say "ball game" while it's still in the air every single time.
Get the Gatorade commercial.
Yeah,
got to.
Yeah. Who's like the funniest dude you played with?
Funniest dude. That's so tough, bro.
I know you're saying Lowry. Yeah,
you're saying Kyle was a goofy guy, but like,
Kyle's goofy? I would say DeMar was really one of the funnier dudes. Like he's a really, really funny dude, and I don't find too many guys funny, but DeMar will like he's like one of them LA Compton funny dudes, like just a classroom clown type funny. Like he would always be saying, it's like he would always, I can't even remember what type of. He would just leave these stupid like one-liner quotes on the blackboard every day, like because he's always the first one in. So he'd always, when he got to he would just erase whatever's on the board and just write in quotes some stupid like, just remember, wherever you're going, that's where you'll be. Like something stupid like that, but like every day it's a new one. Like every day he has his initials on the bottom of it, but he's always up some quote.
Post-game press conference type stuff, like fortune cookie.
Exactly. a fortune cookie, just mindset quotes and stuff like that. So that
friendship is actually the answer. That kind of thing,
for sure. It's one-liners, the real easy, bro. It's so just funny. That was DeMar.
You got to deliver a message to DeMar for us, just an apology, because we played that like Internet All-Stars Creator Tournament. We played it in the Drew League gym, and I think we desecrated some holy grounds of basketball in there. It was I hit a very deep two, and I thought of DeMar. I think I pointed up to the sky, and I was really pointing at DeMar when I hit that.
For you, Debo.
Yeah.
Hey, clip it and I'll post it and I'll tag it.
All right, bet. Oh man.
What do you
go ahead?
I was gonna say, what do you make of like the burner account stuff? Is that real? Is there a lot of dudes that have burners in the league?
I gotta believe it.
I believe it.
1,000%, bro. And I've seen somewhere, and
you gave us our clip. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I feel like I'm so old. I feel like I'm so old because when I found out like what Finstas are, what burners are, I was like, "What is that? Is that a different app? Like, what is that?" But when they started showing me like well-known players that we all know, and they show me their burn, it's absolutely you would think it's like.
We would never ever ask you to name names, by the way.
No, we won't ask for sure.
For sure. We'd never ever.
But dog, some of these accounts where you have trap stars, dudes living wild, like posting wild things that would get you banned if it was a public account. Like, and I'm like, oh, this is how. I guess it's just the new generation, bro. The new generation is how these kids get down. But super professional on their public Instagram. If you find their Finsta, you will find wild burner stuff, them talking shit, them just living their life, them speaking freely, and it's insanity. Wow. So like when that Cole KD and the burner thing happened, I'm like, I just wouldn't be surprised. I just wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right. If it was like, oh, that wasn't true, then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. But if it was like, oh, it's 100,000% him, I'd be like, oh, okay, it's just another Tuesday. Like,
well, he's had there was.
Yeah,
a couple years ago, there was a thing where it was like very clearly, it was like he does have a burner.
Yes.
It's just a matter of like the newest news to come out where it was like the whole thing with Houston. Like
anytime you can't say no, that's not me.
Yeah,
just like that, you have a problem. You have a problem, bro.
Very interesting name choice. Get off my Dickerson.
Who else would have a name like that? Like he's I think he said those exact words to Speed one time. And Speed was like, KD, can I be your friend? He's like, bro, get off my dick. Like that sounds
that's right.
Not too far off.
Clip.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. It is what it is. Gosh. What are you gonna do? That's funny, bro, even GMs have had burner accounts. Brian Colangelo. And
that's right.
Bro, and I knew for a fact it was him because when somebody had told me, hey, he has a burner account, somebody sent me like an article, like an actual news clip, and I open it with my phone, and then they tag the burner accounts. Brother, I click on the burner account, it takes me to Twitter. The account says, this account follows you. I'm like, oh, this is 1,000% him. Brian Colangelo was the GM that drafted me. I was one of his guys. Like, I was like this with Brian. And so when I seen that both accounts followed me, I was like, this is 1,000% this guy, bro.
That's so funny, man.
Anyone ever say anything to Brian about his collars? Because he was notorious for wearing like the shirts with the massive collars, right? Am I making that up?
I don't remember it. He could be. I wouldn't put it past him. I wouldn't put it past him. Brian's he's a great dude. Guy. He's just out there, dog.
Yeah. You think the NBA, like of all the leagues in all the American leagues, do you think the NBA has the most kind of drama and the online presence and the burner stuff? Like, do you think it's the league with the most? Because I would say childish drama. I feel like the NFL has like the most actual drama that's like borderline
petty
criminal.
Shit in the NBA.
They have the most dudes like getting in trouble and shit.
Yes, they can't play today because they got in trouble with the law. Yeah. But like 100%. Not to say it doesn't happen in the NBA. Like we have our LaMelos and everything like that. But
shout out DoorDash.
Yeah, but for the most part, bro, like the NBA, I feel like we're just like. It's childish, like petty, funny. Yeah, it's like just 100%. Like catty shit. Like no actual beefs. Like we're just all drama.
Is there any other sports you think you could have gone pro in? Like, did you ever play football at all? Like I know there's a lot.
I played football. I was good at football.
A lot of
I'm too skinny.
Played,
bro.
and then they're like, I could have done it. I could have been the other, and a lot of vice versa. A lot of dudes that play in the NFL that are like, I could have played in the NBA if I wanted to.
Yeah, you ever hooped with any NFL players?
Yeah, on my college team.
Nice?
I mean, he didn't play that long in the league. He played for a few years. He was a tight end for the Bucks. His name was Austin Safarian Jenkins.
Yeah, Safarian Jenkins.
Okay. Yeah,
that was my jump ball, like pass catching tight end.
Yeah, and so I mean, there was a couple guys, and that some football players can play, but they're not. I just haven't really met any football players that were just like super talented to the point where like, oh, he can shoot, he can do this. We don't have any Steph Curry type football players. Like, dudes that player just like brute, physical, maybe can get downhill and maybe have bounce. But like that's
pretty much it usually. Yeah, that's.
I know, like
that argument bothers me because I do think like football is difficult, but I think you could teach a guy how to like run routes, teach him a playbook, whatever. It's like the handle is going to take a long time to
anything
teach.
Professional. You can't. Once you get to the professional level, I don't think you can really teach that, bro. Like maybe
I'm thinking
baseball, football.
Yeah,
you've never seen a dual athlete in basketball play at both levels professionally. Like baseball, football, you have. It's just something about. Like, I mean, Charlie Ward was a Heisman winner.
Florida State.
But at the same time, it's just not a lot of core. You got to really be good. You can't just be an athlete.
Yeah. I can't believe he went to the NBA and didn't go play football.
That's so mind-boggling to me.
I mean, he was a good basketball player. I think he was drafted fairly high as well, but he was kind of just like a defensive-minded point guard in the NFL. He was like a Heisman-winning dual-threat quarterback.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to go to the NBA, ruin my joints.
I think the closest thing we have to an NFL player is Jalen Suggs.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've said pound for pound, I think he's the best defender in the NBA. I go back and forth with the pound for pound argument between him and Davion Mitchell. Because Davion's a fucking dog, dude.
I would say Jalen's up there. I would think it's just he gets hurt a lot. So it's like he's not always out there. So the way that he plays is insane. Derek White is up there. No, but I mean the best defensive players.
I was thinking, like, when I say pound for pound, I usually say that to go like smaller guys.
Yeah, smaller guys
are really effective.
Yeah. I would say, Jalen definitely be up there because he's feisty. Davion Mitchell, those guys get up into.
But the dual sport athlete thing is interesting because I've had this debate with buddies before, like with like my baseball buddies. It's like. It would be way harder to have a guy go from the NBA to the MLB. Yeah, and then we
speak like we have the highest knowledge with very little experience.
Yeah,
yeah. But it's interesting because like Odell was like a really, really good soccer player coming up. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah. Was he a keeper?
Odell
or did he actually
was
play? Like was he play on the field? I thought I heard he was a keeper. Maybe he just played keeper like a charity match or something. I could be totally wrong.
No, I think he played. Dude, I think he played like forward. I think he was like a really good player.
Striker.
I've seen him kick field goals. He can kick.
He played like for like youth academy, like U.S. men's national team, youth academy teams and stuff.
Like organized soccer,
like legit at soccer. Because I'm a soccer guy. I'm a big soccer guy. That's like my second sport, or maybe even my first. But that's like what I played most, like primarily. Mm-hmm. And I've always made the argument, like I'm going to be this guy right now, but I've always made the argument, like the hardest transition would actually be to go from like a sport where you're playing with like guys who play with their hands, basketball, football, whatever, trying to play with your feet, like
is insane. And your other body parts is not natural.
That's the sport where like, and obviously like you can make like hockey because if you don't skate, like that's hard.
Yeah,
I see you smirking.
I played hockey
for sure.
Nick's a hockey guy. I see you smirking. Yes, I get it. But I'm talking about like. Just ball sports. If we were talking about just ball sports, right? You can tell when someone has not kicked a ball from a young age.
Oh, easily.
Right away.
Yeah.
It's one of those things like you really have to build that like foot-eye coordination like early to be good at it. So I don't do you think you could have like played football or like, like
and this is not just like jumping into it, but if you would have stuck with it and been coached and learned.
Maybe football. I would have to put a lot more size on it. I played football all the way up to 8th grade, but I ended up tearing my meniscus, and it made me miss a summer of basketball. So I was instantly just turned off from football.
Can't do this anymore.
Yeah, and so I was like, but if I would have been like, I could still play. Like I think I could have been I could put on some size, and then I think I could have been like either maybe a tight end or like a receiver. But for the most part, I feel like it would be. I don't think I'd be going top 10. I don't think I'd be going maybe like 5th round, and I'd be on a practice squad. But football is you got to be. There's so many more. Like there's so many more. It's so much more competition. I feel like because not too many people play. It's so concentrated that like that 1% only make it. So it had been a tough profession to kind of stick with.
Yeah, well, hey, technically you made it into the most exclusive club in the world, which is to be an NBA player. I mean, it's like 13, 14 guys on a roster.
Yeah.
2 rounds of a draft. Like, it's tough to do. But have you been keeping up with the playoffs so far? I know it's kind of just first weekend.
No, I've watched them, of course.
How are you? Are you still kind of like locked into your teams, like Orlando, Toronto, or you just kind of watch the league as a whole?
I watch everything. I work with the Magic a little bit. I do like little TV broadcasting, like pregame, postgame. So I keep up with them a lot.
Yeah,
but Toronto not as much. But for the most part, like I just like watching everything, especially after All-Star and then leading up to the playoffs is when I like really try to lock in. First part of the season is like it's hit or miss. I might tune in, I might not. But this part of the season is like I'm always locked in.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you about Orlando, but before I do that, maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree. I love like the basketball we see right before the playoffs start because it's like, hey, like time for Nick Smith Jr. to go show everyone what he's got.
Yeah.
Time for like I remember. We saw like 3 20-point games in a row from CJ like Ellaby in Portland. Yeah. Was it CJ Ellaby? Was that his name? I can't remember. Kind of like a small ball big, but like just floaters and dunks. Like I was like, I love it. I'm a big fan of it. People seem to hate it. It's like, hey, let's give the keys to Danny Wolf and just see what happens.
And see how they do. Yeah, for sure, bro. And it's always those guys. And I feel like the guy I'm gonna go with this year I've been watching since like maybe All-Star that's been like, damn, this guy's playing really well. Is Tristan da Silva. Tristan da Silva has been getting much better from the start of his career to now. Like, there's been some games where he's kept the team alive and like kind of hit 2 or 3 threes to kind of keep them afloat. And I feel like he's been doing it more and more. And that's the dude I've been impressed with, and especially this last game, bro. He's always in the right spot at the right time, always making a play. Especially with a guy like a second-year guy, those are the guys I am like always rooting for because those are like the crucial years where you either figure it out or you don't, or you at least give us some type of inclination that you can. But I always have a good feeling. I always feel good when I see guys like it hits that flip, and then they know how to do it. They just got to get the reps, and he's one of those guys.
Yeah, especially for a team that desperately needs shooting or just offense in general, but. He changed his body quite a bit, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he put on a little more size, but that's natural, bro. When you're young, you can only put on so much size until your body's just done growing up, and then you can actually like start to keep that mass that you put. But like, you can start to see it. He's putting a little bit more muscle on. He's starting to get used to the physicality because he's not getting sped up or sped down. He's kind of going at his own pace, and that's hard to do if you don't have like the frame behind it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget when these dudes come into the league, they're 20 years old sometimes.
Bro, teenagers.
What Coop looks like right now, I can't wait to see what it looks like in 4 years. I'm a Mavs fan. I'm from Dallas. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because it's like, dude, when you were 20, you could eat whatever you wanted. You go work out at the gym, you burn all of that easily. And when you're playing 82 games of NBA level basketball, dude, you guys are burning probably 2,000 calories a game.
You don't even understand how much.
At least probably like 5,000.
Oh, bro, it's at least somewhere around there. Some guys vary, but for sure.
Young player not getting like even that many minutes. Like I'm talking, guys getting 20 minutes at 20
just being
years
young.
Old.
Yeah,
even then, you're just burning thousands of calories. Like it's got to be crazy. That being said, too, some of these like younger guys, who do you think? And this is going to be kind of a loaded question. So I understand if you need a little time for this, but who do you think in like 7 years? Who do you look at as like these are going to be the top 5 guys in the league? I think 5 to 7 year mark, like you know what I mean, like in a couple of years from now, where LeBron's out of the league and Harden's out of the, like some of these guys who were like the aging vet, KD, like all that generation is kind of gone.
And 4 years from now, and one contract time away, I was clearly Wemby, Ant, Cade.
That's who I had. Yep.
Coop. There's another guy I'm thinking of. Stephon Castle, I think, is going to be like
Steph Castle, bro. Yeah,
he's going to be a monster,
him,
bro. He's like one of the best two-way players in the NBA, but he's elite at both. Elite at both.
I have been pushing the Steph Castle propaganda all year. I love that kid, man.
Yeah, for him to be 6'5", 6'6", doing the shit he does.
I thought he should have been an all-star this year.
There, early in the season, there was a point where he was in MVP talks. Like, as soon as the MVP talks come out, it was Steph Castle, like 3 or 4. I'm like, that just lets you know the type of, like, potential he has because that's hard to make, bro. To get acknowledged for those awards or anything in the NBA is incredibly difficult. And, I mean, the Spurs somehow just always find they're the greatest organization at scouting and figuring out what they need and how they can apply it to their on-court stuff.
And they're great at finding like Spurs brand of basketball guys.
Yes.
Like they're the best at like the balance between culture fit and
for sure
and like brand like type of player. They reminds me almost of like the Lions recently in the NFL.
Yeah.
Where it's like you've got like Dan Campbell's built this like gritty, tough as nails culture, and it's like
they remind me of Duke. They remind me of Duke. They remind me of like the history of like no controversies, just results, good players, guys who care about the game, play the right way. For Duke,
lacrosse team.
Yeah, the lacrosse
30
team.
For 30.
1,000%. Yeah, that's like as bad as you can say about them.
Yeah,
well, the basketball program,
they're just untouchable, bro. They have a way to play. They have history, culture, a fan base. I mean, they have arguably one of the greatest coaches in their profession. Like it's just tough. And then they get the constant talent to go along with it to complement it. Right. So that's who I think of.
I think the Spurs are a top 3 franchise in the NBA.
Top 3 franchise in late sports.
Lakers, Celtics, Spurs has to be like the top 3.
Yeah,
like
when I think
like you know, and the Spurs aren't even as big of a market as LA or Boston. So it's like the fact they're even in that conversation is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. Have you guys ever been to San Antonio?
Yeah.
No.
You've seen there's nothing out there. It's
not a lot.
Literally nothing out.
Hey,
it's
Riverwalk's
like the Alamo.
cool.
That's what I'm saying. That's about it.
I've heard Riverwalk is the only thing.
Riverwalk and then the Spurs, man.
And then I think they got a Ripley's Believe It or Not museum.
Yeah, and then what's the PBR, the bull riding? But that's about it. And outside of that, man, I mean,
it's some dry heat, man.
But that's just let you know how good of a franchise they are for that entire city to just be infused with that culture. So
speaking of Steph Castle too, like I've been big on the Spurs backcourt this year in general, and I've called them the best backcourt in the NBA just overall because when you have De'Aaron Fox and Steph Castle, and then off the bench, Dylan Harper is a dog.
Bro, he's amazing.
Like,
awesome.
He's going to be so good. If he would be heavily in the Rookie of the Year talks if he didn't have those two guys in front of him.
No, for sure, bro, for sure. And like again, that just goes back to the Spurs. They find they find really good players off the court and on the court that just somehow only care about Spurs basketball.
Winning.
And I mean,
I've heard DeJounte talk about it, about how he's like, they would test me. He's like, they would do little things that they knew were going to piss me off.
Yeah.
Just to see how I reacted to it.
Yeah. So let you know if you could thrive here or not.
Sitting him for a few games and being like, let's sit him for 10 games and see how he takes it.
Yeah. Because you need those type of guys, man. And I think once you have just the mindset, like everybody on their team is just like good locker room guys, from Harrison Barnes to De'Aaron Fox to Wemby, who's like just like the most pure basketball player I've ever seen in my life. Like Cornette, like all those guys. I mean, they just have a way to play.
You see his little pregame dance that he's been doing?
No. Who?
Bro,
Cornette?
Yes, bro. It's incredible. God. It's incredible. You have to watch it. I'll DM it to you. But he's doing like almost like the Dak Prescott like hip thing, but he'll do it like on beat to a song and just like walk up and just and then just kind of
I gotta see this.
It's so funny. It's great. It's fantastic.
I never would have guessed.
I love a big goofy white guy.
Yeah. Especially with like the haircut that he has. And it always kind of looks like he just woke up from a nap. He's always got like 7 strands just sticking out in the back. Like,
he's a giant, bro. That's what happens when you're that size. Guy. Yeah. It takes a little longer to wake up.
No mirrors to get up there and see. Yeah.
Just cares about contesting jumpers. Doesn't care about
15 feet away. Yeah.
Just wants to affect opponent field goal percentage.
Yeah.
That's it.
The Cornette contest, man. Legend.
It works.
But I wanted to talk about Orlando just a little bit more. Like, dude, that was I mean, when's the last time we saw an 8 seed beat a 1 seed in the first game of the series? Like, if I had to guess, I would guess like Warriors over the Mavs when the Warriors swept them.
We believe.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy, bro. That's huge. They outmanned them too. Like, that's what Detroit does, and Orlando did it better than them last night.
But you know what though? I think the matchup is the way that both these teams play. They're both not afraid to get physical. They both rely a lot on their defense. And honestly, whoever shoots the ball better between the two teams is probably going to get the edge.
Yeah.
But the same way, like Orlando has size. They play defense. They play scrappy. That can start to wear you down over a course of a series if you start a series like this. You don't want to go in there thinking like, all right, the thing that's on my mind is like, how can we match their intensity? Because then they're just going to make it into that. Like, you know how Orlando gets. Sometimes they're hitting, sometimes they're not. They're going to play defense. They're going to always, they're going to give themselves an opportunity to stay in the game, if not win it. But, I mean, it's going to be tough, bro. That's just not the matchup. I think the Pistons won it in their first round.
Yeah.
And it's going to be tough. I mean, the Magic I think they're out of all the teams, I think that they have like one of the best defensive ratings when it comes – I forgot what it was, but it's something that works right into them playing against Detroit. It's just the size, the speed. It's going to be tough, man.
I had said we were on the last podcast we were talking about I think it was the last one, but we were talking about Paolo and about how like there was some really high expectations for him. I loved him in college, and then not that it hasn't panned out, but it's been I think a little more of a slow burn than maybe some people thought. And the thing I said was I was like, I have said from the time he got into the league, he needs to model his game after Carmelo because he's got a very similar kind of body type and build, and he can kind of score in like the mid post really well.
He's a tank too, man.
He's so bigger than Carmelo, bro.
And he gets physical, And it seems like I don't know if it was coaching or him or who, but it seemed like he was trying to play more like Jason Tatum than he was Carmelo Anthony. Like a lot of catching the ball high on the wing and like trying to attack off the dribble. And it seemed a little bit clunkier. And then it seemed like this last game against Detroit. Last night
I said this on Danny's show. I was like, they listened to Connor. They heard him. But sorry, continue.
Thank you for giving me the shout for that.
I give you credit.
It seemed like they were throwing him the ball a little more in like the mid-high post, the pinch post, like get the ball at the elbow and go to work a little bit. And I just always thought like that body type with a guy who can score in the mid-range, like I know it's kind of a lost art, but it seems like it's coming back. The middy's kind of making a comeback.
And the best best guys on your team, they have to be able to score in the mid-range.
They can still score from the mid-range.
Especially
I would love to see him catch the ball more in that. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on that and kind of the Paolo experience here.
Honestly, I can see how people like you could say like you should model your game out to Carmelo. The only thing I would say about that is he's not nearly as good as a shooter and jump shot shooter as Carmelo, because Carmelo he knows he can get out of any situation because he can pull up on you and shoot it.
That high ass release.
Yes. And it happens so quick that it's like he can go in here, and just explodes up. And then it's like, all right, he's still, and that's the thing. Melo's like 6'8", 6'9". Paolo's like 6'10", and he's a lot bigger. So like, and so that's the thing. Like it's all going to have to start with him being able to feel a lot more comfortable shooting the ball from everywhere. Like you have to be a reliable shooter, and not to say he can't, because when he got into the league, I felt like he started on such a trajectory that it's like you're not going to give yourself a lot of time and room to grow because of everything you're capable of doing right out of the gate. So it's like it feels like he's starting to like plateau a little bit until he takes his game to that next level. And I think that next level is going to come with him being able to shoot the ball better. Like if he can start to be a much reliable three-point shooter or even just jump shot shooter, that's going to allow him to play the way he wants to play, because he's very nimble for his size and he has really good footwork. So once you make those first few jump shots, they have to play you a different way now, because they just feel like you can pick and choose what you want to do. But when they know that jump shot's not falling, then they can kind of get you out of your rhythm. They can kind of get you taking tougher shots that you wouldn't normally take. So it's a very fine line with him of trying to figure that out. But if he can get that jump shot down, man, I feel like his game can go to the next level. They would give everybody else on the team the space they need to create. But right now, it's tough, man. Like, especially for younger guys coming in, like, it's hard to shoot. Unless you're like a great shooter off the rip, it's a hard thing to kind of get better at. And it takes a little bit of time, but like, it's very possible. I think he has the mindset, the intangibles to like actually get better and improve. But it's just one of those things. It's going to take time. But until that, like, there's going to be a lot of ways that teams can play him to benefit off of that.
Yeah.
For sure. And I mean, that was the thing that surprised me about Paolo, like out of Duke, was that he looked so comfortable just pulling up anywhere.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, he looked like one of those guys that was just used to playing without lines on the court. It's like, it doesn't really matter where I am. Like, I'm just going to pull up and shoot the ball the exact same way.
I'm at my spot.
Exactly.
I'm pulling up and I'm hitting it. Yeah.
Yeah. And I do get, like, I hear what you're saying, because I see it like maybe not mellow in terms of where he puts it up, but where he starts his possessions at would be nice. Just like, hey, you're huge, you're massive, and I know you move well, but let's not burn like this much energy trying to get from 30 feet to 17 feet. Maybe just get you catching at 17 and
for sure
seeing what that does to a defense right there. But as far as other guys go, I've been really big on like saying lately, I'd love to do it just like, hey, we're going to get a blank game this year.
Yeah.
And I've been saying Julius Randle, like the Julius Randle, this game, this playoffs is going to feed families. Like, do you have a guy like that in these playoffs that you're like, we're going to get a blank game?
Who's in it? Hold on, let me pull up the
do your thing. Take
NBA.
Your time.
Yeah, we got
because I need to see.
Yeah, we got Thunder Suns, Lakers Rockets, Nuggets T-Wolves, Spurs Blazers, Piston Magic,
Hawks
Cavaliers
Knicks.
Raptors.
Probably will
Knicks,
be the most
Hawks.
fun, inconsequential series of the year in my opinion. Hawks Knicks.
Yeah, as I'm looking at it, and Terrence, as you're looking at this too, we'll kind of both give our answer. I'm looking at this right now, and I'm looking at the Raptors, and I need myself a BI game. That's what I want.
I was thinking that. I was thinking BI because they got beat pretty convincingly.
It might be a little too obvious. We need to go.
Okay.
Give me a swing here. Swing on a pitch outside the box.
Julius Randle isn't too obvious.
That's
Brandon
not too
Ingram
obvious.
Is on a not an obvious level.
He's best scorer on his team.
Let me look at here.
This is a tough question.
Honestly, it's super tough because who went crazy last night?
Well, okay. The funniest thing is we already did get the Luke Kennard game, which would have been one of the funnier answers.
Yeah,
we kind of already got it because of injury and stuff.
Like a Sam Merrill game.
Sam Merrill game would be funny. I know. I was thinking like we're going to get like a Cam Johnson or an Aaron Gordon game for Denver, where like there's going to be a game where like Jamal Murray's not shooting as well, and it's just going to be like Cam Johnson 30 points on no dribbles.
That would be awesome.
You know?
I think Reed Shepherd is going to have a big game at some point. Reed Shepherd is going to go off because they're allowing him to shoot 20 shots.
Dude, he shot 15 threes.
They need it.
I mean, 15 threes last night.
He's the only guy that can really generate much offense off the dribble for them with KD not there right now. You know, it's
also
tough.
He's been asked
a big
to do
Lakers
so
fan.
much.
Oh,
yeah. Reed.
So much.
Continue, Connor.
No, I was just going to say I'm a big Lakers fan, and when I saw that notification that KD was sitting that first game, I texted everybody immediately, and I was like, "This is so big for the brand.
We're alive
that we have no KD because sure enough we stole a game, which was awesome.
Yeah, which I didn't see happening at all.
Yeah, I mean, without Luka and AR, I thought a mostly healthy Rockets team was going to. It wasn't going to be like an easy series. We still have LeBron James, but it probably would have been like a gentleman's sweep. Like I don't think we would have won the series. But KD not being their first game keeps us alive because if Luka and AR can get back midway through this series and it's a close series, like I think we win it.
I'm trying to think who's going to have a big game at some point in the playoffs.
I love how invested you are in this question.
I am because I feel like because when it always happens, you can be like, how did I not think of that dude?
Yeah,
right.
And it always goes that way. It's going to be like Dante DiVincenzo or somebody like that.
Some of them are more obvious, like Nickeil Alexander-Walker has been playing really good ball. We're probably going to get like a 40-point game from Nickeil at some point in this series. But
40 might be pushing it.
Dude, Nickeil's been killing, bro. He's great.
Killing. Don't get me wrong.
40 is a lot. 40 is a lot.
40's. I just against a Knicks team that has like the wing defenders they have.
Yeah, just wing defenders and Mitchell Robinson.
You might get a 20-point game out of Kelly Oubre. 25-point game and like 4 threes and 2 bodies and.
Yeah.
Did you guys see last night? He checked in when the game was like pretty much out of reach, and they did like a whole 30 seconds on him just wearing ankle socks.
Oh god!
They like the broadcast like zoomed in. The broadcast like zoomed into his shoes and his socks. The broadcast team was like talking about it because apparently he never wears. He only ever wears like no-show ankle socks.
That's an interesting look for 90s. Hooper. Yeah,
it is. It's like it's kind of odd.
I was like, you're about to foul the shit out of me.
Yeah. You came in here to do one thing.
To hit me so hard going to the rack right now.
Black forces.
Yeah,
absolutely. Keldon Johnson, I called it. He'll have a big one.
Okay.
Oh, that's a great one.
That's a good pick. See, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Keldon Johnson having like 28 and 11
out of nowhere for a closeout game.
Just coming in like
on like he's going to hit hook shots, 8 baby hooks. Yeah.
Is this all hard work, dirty buckets?
Yeah. He's hit 3 threes in the corner. Everything other than that. 9 points on threes, just baby hooks.
I can't wait.
A lot of shots that hit every single part of the rim too. From the paint.
He'll get it.
Terrence, I know you've been at this for some time now with us. We have a couple more questions for you if that's okay. I don't know if you're pressed for time.
No, for sure I'm good.
Something we wanted to ask you is who's like the worst team, the lowest seed team you could see making a push to the finals? Last year, obviously, we had the Pacers that made a big push.
Yeah.
Is there a team like that this year that's like, yeah, I could see it. That kind of stands out to you as like well-run team that maybe just struggled a little bit during stretches in the regular season, but built for the playoff. You know what I mean? Like that. Yeah. That type of.
Because there's always one. There's always one team that does a Cinderella run.
People. Yeah.
Honestly, and I don't want to sound cliche because I played for them. I'll know for sure if the Magic can somehow find a way to get out of this series or even find a way just to win a second game, I would be like, because a lot of everything that happens with their success is based on how good they feel and how well they're playing at the certain time. Until they get one injury that just blows it all to hell, they're going to play hard-nosed defense, hard-nosed basketball. Because who would they play if they get out of this? They play Cleveland?
Yeah, probably.
Toronto, Cleveland or Toronto?
Cleveland, yeah.
That's a dog. And it's
that's
all
an interesting matchup defensively for Cleveland because I do think Cleveland's going to come out of this. But they could give them hell.
They could give them hell just because of the way. I don't know what the series was during the year. I've been to a game where they played Cleveland. They beat Cleveland. But it's a team that they have confidence on that they can compete with.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing because you know how it goes. That's all it takes for teams to just somehow maintain life all the way up into the semifinals to the conference finals. So if the Magic can just somehow just maintain, just keep doing what you're doing. I know it's game one, but if you could somehow do that out the East, they could ruin a lot of teams' standings. And then out the West, I would say
the West is a lot tougher.
The West is a lot
tougher. Maybe the Timberwolves, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably the team that I would say. Go ahead.
But one of those teams. I don't think the Blazers, no. Lakers and Rockets, whoever gets out, no.
Yeah.
And then you got OKC. Yeah. But to me, it would be more so if Anthony Edwards can maintain his health and get this team playing the way they need. But those are the two teams I would have.
Yeah, just because the West is like you have the big three in the West of obviously OKC and Denver, and then San Antonio is like the best team that hasn't done it in the playoffs yet. But outside of that, it's like Minnesota's kind of this dark horse of like we know they're good. We know that they can give Denver and OKC hell. Yeah. We know like they can make it tough on them. But they're definitely they fall out of the conversation a lot just because the West is such a gauntlet.
Yeah. Oof. My pick for this team was the Cavs. Just because like it feels like they're flying under the radar a little bit, but they like adding James Harden was not nothing. Like that's a huge pickup, especially for the postseason. And I just
you have some opinions on that.
You got some thoughts on that.
He made a face. I saw a face.
Dog, I don't know because James is always good until it's time to be great.
That is the
game 7 is like his Achilles heel, bro. He's Achilles until
that's true.
That happens. And granted, they have Donovan, they have all these other pieces, but I'm just going with the facts. I don't know.
Yeah. It looks like it feels like Lukai, like great value Luka Kyrie of just like on ball dominant pick and roll heavy point guard, and then a tunnel vision scorer right next to him.
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty much said that about Donovan.
Yeah,
right,
no, exactly.
Right. That's my thing is like in the past when we've seen that version of James Harden, because I don't disagree with you. Like I'm not like the biggest James Harden guy.
Yeah.
I've always kind of said that too. Like he folds sometimes in the bigger moments. But my thing was like I think that's he's in a different role right now where he's really playing a true like point guard facilitator role. So I feel like the pressure is a little bit lower on him and the expectations are a little bit lower on like what he's supposed to do and like what's on his plate. So if I had to pick a team that's like a little bit more under the radar, and we're looking, it's the same side of this bracket. It's that 1-8-4-5 matchup in the East. It feels like if there's a team that could sneak in and be this year's Pacers, it's coming out of that side of the bracket.
Yeah, those brackets.
The other side is like the Sixers and the Hawks aren't going to.
No, then I don't
get out of
I don't
Celtics
see it.
and Knicks. And it feels like the Nuggets and the Spurs are just too much to handle, and OKC is just too good. So if there's anywhere it could come from, I think we all agree it'd be like either Magic or Cavs. I guess you could say the Raptors, I suppose, but mostly Magic and Cavs. I think if there was going to be anybody.
I mean, I hope.
My prediction is Cavs Celtics Eastern Conference Final, and then Thunder Nuggets Western Conference Final. That's who I'm. Do you have a different?
You got the Nuggets going to the Western Conference Finals.
I have the Nuggets winning the finals this year.
I need them to have Peyton Watson back before I can
Peyton
feel
Watson,
really comfortable.
Yeah, I didn't say
would be the biggest.
Maybe this is just what I really want. I want the Spurs to win it all. I never thought I would ever say that being a Laker fan. I want the Spurs to win it all. I want this to be the year Wemby says, all this is mine. The whole NBA is mine. There's no other face. There's nobody that could do what I can do out here. I just, because he's really good. He had 35 points last night. He's really good. He's a freak. But I think if he is trying to separate himself from everybody else, this is where you have to do it. This is the time.
Having the first year success, not doing the like, hey, we're a younger playoff success. Team.
Yeah.
We got to go through we got to take our licks where we get booted early and then next year come back with a vengeance.
I think they're good enough to figure that out. They have
right now
enough championship mentality over there. They have guys with enough knowledge to kind of take it game by game to figure out what we're doing. Because, dog, I mean, if he can take his play up to the next level, his first playoff game, he had 35 points. If he can take that to the next level, and we already know, and it just makes perfect sense. The Spurs are teams that have done this type of thing before. Tim Duncan has done this type of shit before. David Robinson has done it. It just something feels like all the stars are aligned where if they could beat one of these teams convincingly, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think they can make it to the conference finals. If they see OKC in the finals or in the conference finals, they were the only team to have their number throughout the entire. And that is mentally up here.
That's true.
That's up here with them, like in the back of their mind.
Yeah. The Spurs did kind of have OKC's
they were the first team to beat them twice, and it wasn't like oh my god, they're gonna. Wemby came back from one of them games. It's like first game back where against OKC, they haven't lost yet. I'm gonna hand. To me, that is mentally.
That's his mindset.
That's his mindset. Yeah. That's his mindset, and I think he's proven enough as. Just with his integrity, the way he approaches the game, he became a fucking monk this past summer to help his basketball career. He's a special player, and I feel like we could be looking at the start or makings of something special and be looking at this 10 years, 15 years now. It's like, oh, this is the beginning of the reign. We were all looking at these other teams.
Combo.
And then, this could start his GOAT combo. Very nice. Just lay the foundation. So I'm personally pulling for that because I love to see history. I think it's very doable. I just Jokic he's inched a couple of games out, but like by the skin of his fucking teeth. Like it wasn't an easy game for Jokic. Yeah. Like he had to go out there and be like, all right, I gotta figure something out. But like
figure out how to beat this kid.
Dude, I think he's gonna come out with scratches all over his arms too.
Because
look like Franz did last night.
Yeah, he has that pale skin where like you can just
he's got like an iron deficiency or something.
Yeah,
bro.
If you turn the heater up in that place, he's gonna get flushed. Yeah, but like Wemby, I don't know, bro. They beat him 111-98, and then the Suns 119-84. They're right there, bro.
They're on another level, man. Wemby's so interesting. His branding would be like so corny and over the top if it wasn't Wemby. The whole monk thing, and he's always trying to find his like the quote for in a press conference where it's like the Kobe like job's not finished quote.
Yes.
Every quote out of his mouth is like some attempt at like a
if he couldn't do
Jason
Wemby
Tatum
thing,
did the shit that he
Jason
did, bro,
Tatum, thank God.
Everyone would be like, corniest shit of all time, bro. Like, fuck this dude. He's so corny, whatever.
You can
Wemby
be Jason Tatum good and still get clowned, bro. You got to be Wemby good to be like
Wemby just gets away with it because he's 7'5" and he's like a freak.
Bro.
But
being foreign helps. Being foreign helps.
You
get a little bit of grace with being foreign sometimes.
You're not Americanized. You're not like so arrogant to how everything else works. And and Wemby comes in here with a good franchise.
We did it.
It's like, okay, Jason.
Tatum hit the anime monologue at the end, bro.
He did. He hit the anything's Kevin Garnett, anything's possible. I'm like, God, bro.
Yeah, it was so
you're
bad.
not helping us though. You just won the NBA championship.
Right.
Nobody will care.
Like you ruined it. Yeah, you ruined it. Yeah. My last question here. Nick, I don't know if you have more questions. My last thing will just be for MVP.
We've taken up enough of your time, Terrence. We appreciate you.
This is great, bro. I'm chilling, bro. I'm retired.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love it. Who's your MVP?
Damn. Honestly, I can't even pick one because I wouldn't be upset with whoever they picked. Like everybody has a case. Like this isn't like there's going to be a clear robbery. Like everybody deserves their case. And honestly, I think they should start giving out these MVP awards before the playoff starts, not going into the playoffs, giving you 3 games.
Say, we don't take into account the playoffs. They do 1,000%.
Right. Well, dude, if you hit a game winner in your first game, I don't care what anybody else like, unless anybody else is a game winner that day too. That's in the race. That is going to, in my mind, give you the edge.
Or just hand out the regular season MVP like after the playoffs is over. I guess.
Do it before because we already have the playoff. Bill Russell, Magic Johnson shit now. I'm just like, come on, bro. Give us the playoffs well after the fact because it doesn't make sense to hold it until like halfway through the playoffs. Like,
if it's truly a regular season award, then just vote and it shouldn't matter. But I was going to say, and I'll parlay this into my last question. I lied. I thought of something when you asked that. But I was going to say, I bet Khan's poor performances in the play-in games probably ticked him down a bit in the Rookie of the Year race, which is unfortunate for him. But who's your Rookie of the Year? And it's probably Cooper Khan.
It's to me, give him the co-Rookie of the Year, bro. Give him the it's too close because they're doing
a little bit on that co-Rookie of the Year. Insane odds.
I mean, but like they're doing things that either one of them nobody's ever done in these situations. Like
for sure,
19-year-olds never averaged or scored as many points as Cooper. But I would say what really helps Khan is the fact that he was playing at such a high level, most threes by any player this early in his career. And on top of that, he almost single-handedly was the reason that
they were winning games.
They were winning in the beginning of the season. He kept them afloat. And like with big games, 25 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, like shit like that. And then to me, it's like that is impressive because your team damn near could be tanking with Dallas. But because of your play – your team's a little bit better, but your play individually was
elevated them.
Yeah, the common denominator. That's why you guys are winning. So it's like I can't take those away. I just do a code. They did that with Jason Kidd and who else? Somebody Grant Hill, maybe
Jason Kidd and Grant Hill. So
I it's not unseen. It's not unheard of.
Yeah,
I think this is the year that they do that.
I lean Coop, but I also have that Mavericks basketball back there signed by. Not only Dirk Nowitzki, but Desanya Diop and Devin Harris.
Yeah.
There you
shout out
I love
Desanya Diop.
I wish that I could have played for Dallas at one point. I had the opportunity, and in hindsight, I kind of kicked myself because I wish I would have went there. But always one of my favorite places to play. Even when I was a little kid, even as a child, something about that arena, everything. I love Dirk. Dirk was the only white guy I've ever wished I could have been. Like,
hell yeah, dude!
Just one of my favorite players of all time. So I kind of kicked myself for that one.
Yeah. Well, shoot, man.
Hey,
fantastic interview.
Fantastic stuff.
You're our first NBA player guest, and when this podcast has millions of viewers. You're gonna be our guy, man.
I got you.
We'll run it back at some point, dude.
For
we really appreciate you coming on and giving us 2 hours of your time.
Thank you guys, bro. Thank you for having me.
All your insightful answers and stuff. We appreciate
I love talking ball, bro. Anytime.
Oh yeah, dude. Love it. Hell yeah.
Awesome man, stuff. Appreciate
Thank
you guys.
T-Ross.
Have a good one.
All
right, brother.
Take it easy,
Talk
dog.
Soon. Later.
Wow.
What a guy.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was about as well as it could go in terms of like interviewing a former pro.
Yeah.
You know, that isn't just like one word answer, like get me out of here as fast as possible.
I knew he was going to be a great interview. Man. Just like, because we're mutuals and I see his stuff all the time on like TikTok, whatever. Yeah. He's always like talking with his chatters in his stream.
Yeah.
But I was happy. Like he was hip to our sense of humor.
Yes. Yes. We were able to fuck around a little bit. He was, yeah, dude, that's just one of those things. Like, you know, you these guys, like, he didn't have to do it. Like, he could have ignored this. Like, we're a smaller
shot him
podcast.
a TikTok DM, bro.
Yeah. That's a good person. You know what I mean? Like, that's a good dude that just took an hour and 45 minutes out of his day to tell two knucklehead idiots about, you know, DeMar DeRozan in the locker room.
Telling us that if he was on the same team as Kyle Lowry when all the big booty stuff was coming out, then he would have printed out the picture and put it in his locker.
Great.
It's incredible stuff.
He just became my favorite player of all time. Purely off of a big booty prank locker room bit.
He's there for me too.
Incredible stuff.
Terrence Ross, what a guy. What a guy, man.
What a guy. T Ross.
It's so funny. Before we did the interview, we're like, we'll go live a little bit before, and then have him join in around like the 10-minute mark. You know, and we'll do the interview, and like we should be prepared to like finish the show afterwards because we'll probably only get like 30 minutes to an hour of his time, like an hour max. And like we have a pretty good radar of like when guys are like, okay, I'm ready for this interview to be over, and like, all right, man, well, hey. We like, you know, we don't want to take up too much of your time, and I never got that. No, that vibe.
He was giving like full answers at the hour 39-minute mark. I was like looking at the clock. I was like, damn, we are really running this guy.
Really pushing our luck.
He was giving like full on, like insightful, well descriptive answers. That was awesome. Yeah, Thickham said WT Ross.
He's a man.
True. What a beast.
Dude, okay, did you notice J Dude in the chat?
Of course I noticed J Dude in the chat. Of course I saw J Dude in the chat.
I thought about being like, hey, we have one guy who's like locked into every single stream we do and like has some form of psychosis, but he asked like 19 questions. We're gonna rattle off at least one of them. But it was
we kind of did a little bit. Best player you played with and like who busted your ass when you got in the league, we did talk about. J Dude did hit like a very nice, very insightful pod. Love the content.
I figured he's like, oh my gosh, Terrence Ross. Can you ask him like who's better, like Jamal Murray or Jamal Cain?
I will say we got a very nice version of J Dude today, and I got to say our viewers, for how like genuinely fucking insane some of you are with your questions and the things you say to us, they have been very much like on their best behavior when we have big guests on the pod, which is nice.
Yeah,
which is nice. I don't feel like we've had a ton of guys come on here and like embarrass us by being like,
well, I don't know.
Ask Theo Ash how big his balls are, or like some stupid bullshit like that. I feel like our viewers have been very cool about us having like bigger guests on and them being like chill with their questions. Thank you guys for that.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know. I don't think they can see the chat, or maybe if they understand Riverside, they know their way around it. They could pull it up, or they pull up the Twitch.
Yeah. I don't think it's easy.
Yeah, we pretty much just ignore the chat whenever we have a guest on. It's so hard to juggle everything.
Yeah,
you know, you're doing an interview.
To be fair, we hit on some of the questions that J Dude was asking in the chat that we just already had them written down. We didn't get to what was your best season, J Dude. T Ross didn't play for any other teams really outside of Orlando and Toronto. He
was in Phoenix for a little bit. Yeah,
I think he played like 20 something games for Phoenix. And then the last question J Dude asked was, "Are you better than Harden in your own opinion?" Which, who knows, based off of T Ross's last response there to my Harden point for Cleveland, maybe. No, I don't think he would have.
Nah, dude, he was a homie, man.
He's the
seemed
man.
Comfortable.
I want to grab a beer with T Ross, dude. He's the man.
Let's be like, hey man, we know you came on our podcast, but like we should hang out and be friends in real life.
We should just be bros.
Dude, like, what if we were just like boys? Well, like, you definitely don't have enough friends, right?
Yeah. They were like flying out to hang with you.
Yeah, your job was like playing basketball and hanging out with guys for 20 years. Like, maybe we should. You definitely don't have enough friends. We should do that.
Are you looking for like 2 20-something-year-old white dudes to kick it with? Seriously.
Are you looking for like? You're looking for just like really normal ass dudes to kick it?
That's great. No, he was the man, dude. That was awesome.
That was sick.
Yeah, hopefully we can continue getting some cool names on here. It's so funny that like this podcast just has like a couple hundred followers, and we're getting some people to like agree to come on this thing. It's really awesome.
Yeah, man. Hey, it helps when you got some motion between the two of us. You know, I have niche basketball world motion.
Yes.
But you have big internet motion.
I don't know. I'd say that.
We can definitely, I mean, dude, we can get a lot of guests. Like, I mean, even just having like Grill Guy on to talk ball would be fun. Like other creators. And if we can snag some real hoopers too, hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll start getting more. I don't know, chat, if you guys have like people you would want to see too. I don't want to see.
Hey, I could always DM known Dookie mutual Kevin Love.
Yes.
He's not too busy right now.
It'd be great if we could get Kevin Love on at some point. We should.
I could DM K Love. Ask him.
We should.
Hey man.
It'd be awesome.
Hey, come hang out with two fellow white boys. Talk some ball.
Talk a little shop, you know?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Fuck yeah. What a great episode. What a great interview. What a great guy.
We don't need to do anything else. I have things to do. I have too many things to do. It's already like noon, but
we hit the 2-hour mark. We don't even have to sit here and like come up with a draft, some bullshit draft at the end to fill time.
Best case scenario.
No,
I like how our show was like an hour and 48 minutes, and then just like 8 minutes of us being like, that was sick.
That was awesome. Yeah,
being like,
just a couple minutes at the end of us just acknowledging how cool that was.
Yeah,
that's great. Yeah. That's good podcasting right there. Hey, we hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to I don't know, whatever, share, like, subscribe, do all the whatever fucking nonsense.
If you haven't fucking rated this show 5 stars yet, do it, you dumb little bitch.
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
Fuck?
Rate our fucking shit, you ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
figure it out. Get your head on straight.
Yeah, get your fucking head and put it
in your ass
or something. Yeah. Or fuck, I don't know.
Remove a rib and just eat your own nuts.
Fucking suck your own.
Well, what if he listens to this afterwards? He's like,
oh
yeah, oh fuck. He thinks we're definitely weird.
Cut this part from the end of the episode.
I kind of like it.
All right, hey, thank you guys for listening. We hope you enjoyed our interview with Terrence Ross, former NBA player.
Yes.
Follow, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Send us a picture of your butt. I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Send Connor a picture of your butt. Send it to his big Instagram.
I'll put it up behind me. I'll put it up behind me like the Kyle Lowry locker room bit.
If you send us a picture of your butt, Connor will print it out and put it on the wall behind him.
You know what's funny is I don't own a printer, so I'd have to go to a print shop and be like,
"Can I print out
just one photo? Just the one. Just this one single photo, please."
Oh my god!
Some dude's butt.
All right, J Dude's hairy ass.
Yeah, definitely.
I know J Dude's got a hairy ass. Shout out J Dude.
Shout out J Dude. We love you guys.
All right. Good show. We love everyone.
Oh yeah, good show. Love you, Dookie.
Hey, love you too. And I love Terrence Ross. I love him. You know what? I'll say it.
You
know what? I'm not afraid anymore.
Yep.
I love him.
We're not afraid to say we love Terrence Ross.
I'm ready to tell him.
He's never coming back. He's going to listen to the last 10 minutes of this. He's never coming back on the show. He's going to be like, I wonder what they said about me after the podcast ended.
Like, I love him so much.
I love him so much.
We should print out pictures of people's butts.
Yeah.
Put them on the wall behind us. Oh my gosh. All right. We got to end this.
All right. End this thing.
All right. Love everyone. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Love y'all. Bye.